Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening? Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope your guys' weekend was great. Shout out to everybody who watched the Super Bowl. They ain't shit without Tom Brady, are they? Wags in the building. Just picked up the bags, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I have a couple of extras. I actually found a 6-slot brown, and I had bought that 8-slot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put those into my bank, and eventually we're going to throw them into the guild bank. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Yeah, I got some news. So some personal news that I want to talk about before we get into it. We haven't really announced anything yet, but we're going to get into it. Happy Monday, Red. Good to see you, brother. I have been itching to get back into World of Warcraft, dude. I played some yesterday when we got home, and that was nice. Woo-wee! Flo in the building, Lonely in the building. What's going on? Welcome in. Some of you guys already know. Happy Monday, Canadian fast food friend. Apparently, it's Safer Internet Day today. I've been loving WoW. It's a great fucking game. And playing Classic is the way to be introduced in it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Good to see you. Guys, sound off in the chat. We're live across YouTube, Twitch, as well as X. I'm using the combined chat today on my end. Because I feel bad. I feel like I missed some people in chat. But Restream's chat is really dog water. Like, all I'm seeing now is Twitch. Are people live on the YouTube side? Like, it's just very strange. There's fucking Restreaming, man. Tropics, what up? Big Fry, see you saw Discord's big brain idea. Yeah, it's one of the major topics today we're going to talk about. And then I'm going to be one of those guys that we're actually going to talk about potential alternatives. So that's the topic of discussion today. But before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Good to see you. We're listening to Carl Casey today. Guys, I got into the city. What's up? Hello. YouTube Live has like a 10-second delay. Oh, really? Hold on. Maybe I can change. Oh, I can't change that now. Yeah, there is a delay. I had to apparently swap it before. For some reason, it swapped from ultra low latency. My bad. Shout out to the YouTube chat. I see you guys now. Sound off. How we doing? Welcome in, guys. All right. So, by the way, I just got World of Warcraft up right now. That's my character. Oh, shit. How are you guys doing? Nice haircut? Dude, I was looking super homeless, bro. I was looking super homeless. I needed a haircut so bad. My beard, I was looking like a caveman. We went into the city, got it all trimmed up. Listen, guys, big news. Oh, my character just went AFK. That's always cute. Boy, you stand up. You stand at attention. Yeah, guys. So, hey, big news. Your boy got engaged. I proposed last weekend. And we went ring shopping this last weekend, or this recent weekend. So yeah, I'm engaged. Hell yeah. Super crazy. It's been a long time coming. But I told Fuzz I obviously wanted to get, through game development, release transients. And I told him, like, all right, we're making moves now. So yeah, got a ring for her this weekend. It's such a nice ring. Very excited. Thank you guys. So that's the first big news that I want to talk about today. I wanted to let you guys know. Super cool shit. Fuzz doesn't want to show it off because we had to get the ring sent away for resizing. So she doesn't really want to like announce it or talk about it until she has the ring, but we got engaged right before GTA 6. Yeah, super cool. Stream the wedding. I don't know about all that. But yeah, super cool. I love that girl. So that's gonna be a fun little chapter. Fun little chapter, which is just the rest of our lives. Yeah, no, we went into the city, went ring shopping, stayed overnight there. It was really nice. Just needed to get away, dude. It was a dope weekend. How was everybody's weekend? How are you guys doing today? Welcome in. Yeah, super happy. Yeah, honestly, man, it's like I said, a long time coming. She's been waiting a long time, so we've been together. We just celebrated 5 years on January 26th. So 5 years. Ring got a big nug on it. It does have a big nug on it. Yes, it does. You guys want to see it?
At Big Free TV about goddamn time.
Yeah,
so
no
happy
shit.
For you, man. Great one to have picked.
Dude, she's a fucking legend, man. Dude, yeah, she's a legend. Chronic, thank you for the 50 months. Astro with the 500 bits. Thank you, guys. Yeah, no. Ride or die. Made my wife wait 9 years before I proposed. My man. No, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, here, I'll grab a picture of the ring. It's got a pretty big nug on it for sure. I like showing it off. Actually, I wonder if she's okay with... yeah, I should be able to show it off, right? I should be able to show it off. I don't think she's going to be I don't think she's going to care, right? So here's a picture. So again, they had to send it off to get sized up. So here's a picture of the ring. And then here's a picture of it
at
on
Big Free TV about goddamn time.
Hands. Yeah, why is this still fucking repeating?
Great one to have picked.
Not bad, right? Not too shabby. Not too shabby, dude. Yeah, we did pretty good. That's a nice fucking ring, man. Nice little rock on her. It's beautiful. Yeah, we looked at a few different ones. We kind of had an idea going into it. And then the girl there was just like, hold on, I think I have a ring. I think I have the one. And then she went and grabbed it and brought it out, put it on her finger. And yeah, she just fucking lit up. So is the honeymoon going to be beefing you on Twitter with other creators? Yeah, no, I just need a bunch of people to talk shit about me while also being paid around $10,000 for the video. Yeah, exactly. How many YouTube videos did you have to make to pay for it? A lot. No, it wasn't that bad. We did pretty good for how nice it was. The price was right in our budget. So congrats, bro. Great news. Natural or lab diamond? Lab diamond. Dude, are you kidding me? Natural diamond, that bro, we're talking like 15, 20K. Jeez. First FTC compliant wedding ever. Guys, side note, I don't know if any of you guys are playing Burning Crusade Classic, but our guild got made over the weekend as well, and it's FTC compliant. So if you guys weren't here on Friday's Twitch stream, we made the guild. It's FTC compliant. So if anybody wants to join FTC compliant, we are now live on Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary. Guys, we have a few things that I want to talk about today, and we're going to talk about it while I run to Stormwind. So we got some pretty massive breaking news this morning. I'm curious to see how you guys feel about it. Let me just put the /run here. So I'm going to pull this up here because this is massive. I have two articles that I want to bring up. So we have that one, and then I also want to go through the the Twitter afterwards. So stop here. So here's the Twitter post. This is massive. Discord will soon be, I don't know if you guys have heard this news, but this is something that I really want to talk about. Discord will soon be expanding teen safety protections worldwide, including teen by default settings and age assurance designed to create safer experiences for teens. What does that mean? I notice how nowhere in the tweet it actually explains what's going to be happening until you fucking, click the link, and we're going to go through it. We're also launching recruitment for Discord's first teen council, creating a space for teen voices to help shape our safety and well-being work. Applications are now open for U.S. teens aged 13 to 17. What does it mean? What does it mean for everybody who uses Discord, which is essentially everybody? So, starting in early March, we are proactively rolling out safety features worldwide. I'm going to turn my cam off so you guys can actually read the whole thing. Or actually, here, let me go over. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. All right. And that way we still have the alerts and the notifications. So they're rolling out safety features worldwide that will help ensure age-appropriate experiences for everyone. What does that mean? At the end of last year, we launched age assurance and teen by default experiences in the UK and Australia. Fucking, of course. In the UK, these updates, I mean, it doesn't get any more fucking ironic than that. The absolute state of UK and Australia. Now we're expanding our age assurance toolkit and teen by default safety protections to the rest of the world. So this is a global initiative. This includes stronger default safety settings, filters for potentially sensitive content, and age-appropriate access to spaces and features designed to support safer experiences across Discord. Most of these protections are already in place by default. A quick question as we read through this. Has anybody ever felt unsafe on Discord? I have to ask, and I just need to know. That's the question. This is an important step in making safer, more enjoyable, and age-appropriate experiences. Age assurance is only required if users want to access age-restricted content. Notice how they just, there's so many words to tell you exactly what's actually happening. So again, we still don't know what's going on, right? When would users need to verify their age group? Users are only prompted to verify their age group when they attempt to access certain age-restricted content settings or features. So if you want to unblur media flagged by our sensitive content filters or attempt to change any of the default sensitive content filters to show sensitive content, if you want to turn off message requests, they are enabled by default. So if you want to turn those off, you have to verify your age group. If you want to access age-restricted channels and servers, if you want to speak in a staged channel, or if you want to toggle on age-restricted commands. Well, how do you confirm your age group? You have to succumb to Face ID. You have to succumb to Face ID. You have to submit your ID. You have to submit your ID, or they're potentially thinking about rolling out different ways to verify your identity. So if you want to do these things, you have to give Discord your ID, which is interesting. After I was doxxed, maybe, but I was never underage and using Discord. Maybe that one time I got a shit dick pic from Blue Drake. Yeah. Just make a root channel live. I did. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Not saying that we should compare apples to oranges, but a lot of it seems to be about poor explanation. Well, so the problem that I have is, like we've seen across the UK specifically, but also Australia, is a lot of these major tech corporations and governments are building out these safer experiences, these filtered experiences, all of these experiences under the guise of, we need to protect the children, right? We got to protect kids. We want to create a safe space for kids. And it's all bullshit, right? This is all fucking bullshit. What this actually is a way to, and not just the Discord situation, but the overall censorship of the internet for the sake of protecting children is really just they're just trying to censor the internet. They're trying to keep control of the internet. And eventually it's the boiling frog in a pot, right? Is right now it's not a big deal. And this is what I've been seeing some people saying. Well, it's not a big deal. I don't really care about NSFW, right? I don't care about, my Discord doesn't have, not safe for work stuff, whatever. But then eventually it starts to roll out to everybody else, right? And then when we scroll down, check this out. So here's how this works. This is just the Discord. Everyone starts with our robust safety features turned on regardless of your age. We call this teen by default because these settings establish a clear safety baseline designed with teens in mind and flexibility for adults to then customize their experience. Adults can always choose to verify their age and change them or leave the settings as is. The default settings include content filters, age-gated spaces, message request inbox, friend request alerts, stage restrictions, right? There's no perfect solution to age assurance, and we don't think that there should be. Which is why we're going to be releasing a toolkit of methods designed to prioritize accuracy and privacy. So check this out. As part of this toolkit, we are introducing age inference to help us determine with high confidence whether a user on our platform is an adult. We leverage technologies that help predict whether a user is an adult with high likelihood based on patterns of user behavior and other signals associated with their account on Discord. You have to ask and wonder how they're doing that. Right? Based on patterns of user behavior and other signals associated with their accounts on Discord. What does that actually mean? For many adult users, this means access to age-restricted content and features without needing to complete an explicit age verification flow. It's straightforward. It's a straightforward way for us to maintain age-appropriate experiences. How do they do that? They have most likely an AI or some sort of tech that checks probably into what kind of Discord communities you're involved in, right? Are you a gamer? And if so, if you're a gamer, are you playing games like Roblox and Minecraft? Or are you playing games like Wardogs and Arma or Battlefield, right? And then the tech will decide there. Do they look at your messages? Do they look at what you're saying in these Discords and monitor that to look at speech and language patterns to see if you speak like an adult? What does that mean? This isn't always perfect, but we've tuned the model to be highly accurate. I run a server with 30,000 users. The amount of complaints I get about the server just requiring phone verification is nuts. Oh, dude, and this is, I want to make sure that you guys understand why I'm talking about this, because this is non-optional now. You know what I mean? This is you could look at this and you could actively make an inference that this is what the future looks like, right? Discord has 200 million monthly active users. Everybody uses Discord. Everybody uses banks. Everybody uses, so you could sit there and go, if they're willing to do this and make it non-optional, guess what our governments are thinking, right? This is fucked. It's absolutely wild. Now, here's what I will say. There's a lot of people that feel the same way. Congrats on destroying your platform. I'd rather redo everything I have on Discord than consent to facial scans or send my photo ID to a company that can't be trusted with people's info. They called this out. Gilded's dead, by the way. Gilded, hold on. Do you guys want to know why this is all happening? Guys, Gilded shut down a month and a half ago. Let's start looking at the timeline of events. Gilded was officially shut down by its owner, Roblox, on December 19th, 2025. All right. December 19th, 2025. Okay. Now I'm gonna pull up another article here. Let's start looking at the timelines. Timelines tell the whole story. January 7th, 2026, Discord confidentially files for IPO. Could the chat platform finally realize its desire to go public? This was 33 days ago. Competition shuts down. 33 days ago, they file publicly. And now we're here. We're at this step. And now we're here. We're at this step. Okay. Redbeard, thank you for the small fry. 53 months in this bitch. Legend. Absolute fucking legend. Were they really competition though? No. They're an alternative, right? I wouldn't consider them competition, but they're an alternative. The problem that I have with this whole situation is yet again, and this is coming from me, who I am, very hesitant to trust any fucking major corporation that's using AI technologies to get anything right. I'm a YouTuber who literally every single day on Twitter hear about YouTuber accounts getting shut down because of AI detecting certain things in their videos that wasn't accurate, so their channels get fucking taken down. Like it's becoming more and more prevalent. Why is privacy so important? Nothing is private. Here's the thing. It's not that privacy is important. Well, I mean, privacy is important, but I know a lot of people don't actually think about it when they're online, right? They don't really, people don't really give a fuck. But the thing that I've just been noticing over the past year or so is the UK and Australian internet censorship. They're talking, and it's always under the guise of protecting the children. Everything they do is all about making the online space safer for kids. And dude, we could go into the fact that they all eat kids and whatever else, but it's just why do I now, after so many years of just using Discord, just fine, why am I now required to the same things that I'm able to use today in early March? Now I have to submit my ID. There's a reason for it, and it's not to keep fucking kids safe. It's just not. Government parenting. Yeah, right? Yeah. And this ID photos of 70,000 users may have been leaked. Discord says that was in October of 2025. So, 6 months ago. Right. This is okay. What did this person say? This is being sold as teen safety, but defaulting everyone into a 13 to 17 bucket unless they hand over an ID or face scan is wild, but expected behavior by Discord. That's not safety by design. That's verification by coercion. It fits perfectly with the broader trend we've been watching for a while. Yeah, this guy's nailing it. Age gating, digital ID, and forced identity checks all wrapped up in the same think of the children package. Yeah, this guy is fucking nailing it. If this were actually about safety, Discord would focus on moderation tools, reporting workflows, and server level controls. Facts. Factual. What really bothers me is how normalized this is becoming. Yes, platforms keep inching the line forward and users are expected to just accept it because that's the way it is now. It doesn't have to be. If people don't push back, stop using the platform, or move to alternatives, this becomes the blueprint for everything else online. And so I put a tweet out because my mods put me onto this app. And this is not sponsored. This is nothing. I just wanted to talk about it in regards to this. My mods put me onto this app. Guys, when did you message me that? Maybe 3 weeks ago? It was right around the time that IPO got announced for Discord. And we said then in private, we were just like, well, the fucking end is near, guys. We should maybe start looking for alternatives. And I do think it was Red that put me under Root. Curious to see what happens here. But Root is a Discord alternative. They're not big. It's most likely going to go the same way as Gilded. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Because, I don't know. I'm starting to see the writing on the walls with a bunch of this shit. And I don't really like it. And what's crazy, so I downloaded Root this morning. And I don't know how to promote it or anything because I'm not quite ready to. But I literally just, it literally looks the same. It does. And what I did, Root actually allows you to like just export a Discord server template and import it. I made this server, which is, it's essentially a mirrored version of our server with all of the same categories and everything. And I did it in about 10 seconds. Please look into their ownership. Don't want anything to do with Roblox, Google, or Tencent. Exactly. And that's why I'm not promoting this yet, because I don't know. I still have to do some looking and digging. But this looks like Discord to me. It's still in development, but I want to do some digging into who the fuck they are. Because I was doing some digging into Discord this morning, and I found out that the actual like owner and CEO, hold on, let me pull this up. Yeah, so the co-founder of Discord stepped down last year, which I didn't know. And then the owner that is now pushing for this to be an IPO. Sorry about the, hold on, let's go dark. Sorry about the flashbang. The new CEO of Discord came in April of last year. Have you looked at TeamSpeak recently with their new GUI? No, but I love me some good TeamSpeak. But anyway, so I'm looking at who the fuck is this guy, right? His name is Humam Saknini. Humam Saknini. Israeli. Not that that matters. Yo, with the yo, wait, who gifted those? Yo, what the fuck? Wait, Goth? Goddamn sent 50 Big Fry gift memberships? What the fuck? Dude. What the actual hell? That's a major bomb, dude. Thank you so much. Everybody who got gifted a sub, there's a shit ton of you. Welcome to the Green Name Club, boys. God damn. Yo, thank you so much, man. That's fucking huge. So yeah, this guy, he worked at McKinsey & Company, which is hilarious. He spent 8 years as a partner at McKinsey & Company. Who's McKinsey & Company, you might ask? Well, let's look at their controversies. The firm has been associated with a number of notable scandals, including the collapse of Enron, the 2008 financial crisis, and facilitating state capture in South Africa. Let's get him involved in a fucking gaming community app platform. Yeah. What else did this guy do? Oh, he joined Activision Blizzard in July of 2009 as executive vice president for corporate strategy and business development. You mean the exact fucking moments in time when Blizzard started to make a turn for the worst and started focusing on fucking monthly and daily active users and instead of the actual fucking game mechanics themselves? That's when this guy came in and became, you know, part of their corporate strategy and business development. Oh, this fucking guy. Huh. Yeah, all right. That's who we want involved with, you know, a gaming fucking platform. Sure. But guys, let's take a look. After completing a method, users will receive confirmation via direct message from the official Discord account. We do not send emails or texts about our age assurances. Also, identity documents submitted to our vendors are deleted quickly, in most cases immediately after age confirmation. Then how did in October 70,000 IDs leak? That's very strange. How did you have a bunch of IDs leak if they're all deleted very quickly? That's strange. Wait, hold on a second. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Those two things contradict one another. Ridiculous, dude. Hey, Big Fry, how was Canada today? Canada is good, bro. Well, I mean, you know, we're doing all right. After the latest Epstein and beef jerky stuff, nothing surprises me anymore. True. Can I say Epstein on YouTube without the AI overlords taking over? I don't know. I'm just saying, guys, a lot of people are pissed. I don't know if this is going to be the end of Discord. I have no idea. But best believe I'm starting to look into alternatives. Because and they actually retweeted me. I said, I think it's time to check out alternatives 1 month after the IPO push and you guys are doing some absolutely fucked up things. I'm just going to say this, guys. If there's ever a company, like a corporation or a government that is telling you anything that they are doing is about protecting the children or making a safer space for children, and they need you as an adult to do something to be able to just, would you just think of the children? Don't believe a fucking word they say. Don't believe it. And usually it comes with much more nefarious intentions. I'm expecting a lawsuit within the week. I don't know if there's going to be a lawsuit. I don't know. But what I do know is something doesn't pass the sniff test for me. We still use it for marketing game server, but definitely do not personal use. Keen to hear about your thoughts on Root. Yeah, I want to do some more digging before I actually promote it to my community as a valid alternative. The thing is Gilded didn't initially start as Roblox, right? Gilded came out as a viable alternative. And honestly, when we looked into Gilded at the time, there was a lot of features that I actually liked. They had like a calendar, like an actual in-game scheduler. So it made like events and streams and shit like way easier to track as users. It was awesome. And then I think they got bought by Roblox, and then eventually you had to have a Roblox account to be able to log in, and then it died. Just hopped in, give me the 10-second catch up. Discord is now in early March requiring users to submit their ID or face scan if you want to have access to certain features now, as a guise for protecting the children and making a safe space for children. Look into it and don't believe the bullshit. Or Stoat, formerly Revolt. I need about $1 or $2 million, you know, because children, right? And for me, like, again, I don't know who Root is. I don't know who their owners are. We got to look into it before we make a final call. And honestly, I don't even know what that looks like. You know, Discord's been around and has been like ingrained in the gaming space for like a decade now. And so I don't know if you're going to be able to get people to even swap over from Discord, which is, you know, it is what it is. But I think that's going to be the struggle, is all of these apps now have to compete with a fucking juggernaut. So the same billionaires on the list crying about protecting children. I'm saying, bro, it's so ironic. It's so fucking crazy. Yeah, 200 million monthly active users is insane. Let me see if I can open this up here, guys. The next thing I wanted to talk about, this is fucking huge, by the way. Wardogs has hit 100,000 plus Steam wishlists in just 3 days. A sincere thank you to everyone. We are humbled by the response. This also confirms we are definitely on the right track. That makes me so good, or so happy to see, because it tells me, and it really just instills faith, that there are still people that are wanting these fucking modern military shooters, and I'm not fucking crazy. And the blue-haired magenta slop that we keep fucking getting over and over and over again from the AAA space. I'm just happy to see that we have people out here that are willing to show support and show up when we get games that actually look like the games we want to fucking play. Very impressive numbers. I mean, dude, if they're looking to launch into early access this year, they're probably going to have 500,000 to potentially closer to like maybe a 700,000 wish list going in. It's going to be a massive release. And for me, they better pull it off. All I'm going to say is Wardogs better fucking pull it off. All right? Because they need to. They do it because they know they can get away with it. Same as with the required BIOS changes for newer games like Battlefield 6. I bet most people will just apply and put their mugs to get access. Yeah, probably. I'm sure it'll do better than High Guard with its 3K. You know, let's pull up the High Guard numbers now that we're here and somebody mentioned it. I wasn't going to start the stream talking about it. Let's pull it up here. I actually don't know. I haven't looked in a few days. Looking pretty bleak here, ladies and gentlemen. Looking pretty fucking bleak. Do you think that a beta will prop next month for Wardogs? Random, are you asking? No, I don't. That's pretty bleak. 6K 24-hour peak. We did some basic maths the other day. Hold on, let me pull this up. I just clicked the wrong thing. Did my whole PC freeze up? I think my whole PC just froze up, guys. The lowest was 2.1K. All right, I'm gonna go over here. I tried to open up Paint and I clicked on a different app and I don't know what just opened up, but my entire fucking PC just collapsed on itself. Are we back? I don't know what I just started. I just started. I don't know what the fuck that was. That was crazy. I just flashbanged myself as well. Where is my mouse? Here we go. We did some simple maths the other day. What was the High Guard? The High Guard studio was what, 100 people? I think they had like 100 people. Now, I know they're remote. They're based in California. But if you were to take, honestly, just shoot for the low end, 70K. And that's like a junior dev, you know? I'm going to call it 70K times 100. You know, you're talking, and that's 70K a year. Hold on, I gotta do maths because we also have to add in, where is it here? Plus, so we got, hold on, I'm just gonna tell you guys what we're doing. We got 7 million, but you also have to factor in, that they also, and I don't know what this would be in California or whatever, playing some WoW. I got WoW in the background, yeah. We also have to factor in Canada, it's CPP, which is like that's like our government pension. I don't know what it is in the States. Is it just pension, 401k or whatever? But you also have to factor in all of those employment costs as well. I'm just going to write. Yeah, Fuzz, I let him know. By the way, guys, Fuzzy that's my fiance. That's my fiance in the chat. That's my girl right there. So yeah, so it's 7 million. You know, you're thinking that call it, you know, 7.5 million on a low end per year. They developed a High Guard over 4 years. I mean, dude, we're hold on. 5 million times 4. You're talking, whoops. Okay, hold on. Fucking stupid. You're talking 30 million just in wages on a low end. England. Yeah, dude, we got engaged. I proposed not this last weekend, but the weekend before. We went ring shopping this weekend. Yeah. I got me a honey and I locked her down. Yeah, 30 million just in wages, low end. You know, you could even go lower. 25 milli. Do we think, and this is just in wages, keep in mind, I'm not talking about, you know, any of the overhead of owning the studio. I'm not talking about anything else. And I'm talking on the fucking low. A lot of these guys were industry veterans. You know, they worked at Apex. They're probably making a little bit more than 70K, right? Do we think they made their money back? All that transients money on display right there on that little ring finger. You watch your mouth. Absolutely not. Did they make their money back? Do we think yes or no? Did you just do 7.5 times 4 on a calculator? Brother, I am dumb. All right. So, and the thing is this number is going to keep dipping. Like we watched it hit off a fucking ooh. And then it was like, well, they still have 11. The cope was so huge. They still have 13, 15. They still have almost 17,000 people, almost 20,000 people playing. It's a really good game. They can sustain it with 20. Well, I mean, they could still sustain it with 11 to 12. Like that's a really healthy player base. Well, you know, yeah, I don't know what the future's gonna hold. Like that's how the conversation went. I don't know what the future's gonna hold. Like maybe they'll be able to make something happen. Does Wardogs have a trailer? Yes, sir. I covered it in my last video. The finals also had 15K concurrent players consistently for a year plus. Yeah, I think the finals, let me pull this up. You got to remember. Let me pull up the finals on Steam. Oh, you know what? This is actually an interesting find. This is a good point. Hold on. So this is gonna be the tell. This is a good point. Hold on. I have thoughts. So I was actually gonna make a point, but their store page doesn't reflect it. Did you guys know that the finals is published by Nexon? The finals is a great game. Did you know it was published by Nexon? Why don't they have Nexon listed as the publisher on Steam? It just says Embark, right? I was going to make a point that the finals is published by Nexon, but Highguard, I don't think they have a publisher. Right? They were, according to them, fully funded 4 years ago, whatever that means. So the only way this works is if there is somebody bankrolling the studio to get them through the next year. The only way it works. Because the finals, let's pull up their numbers. The finals is sitting at 14.8. Now, I don't think, okay, 24-hour peak of 20K. I think that's okay, right? That's an okay player base if you have people buying, you know, microtransactions every month. When you look at the Highguard Steam charts, let me just duplicate it. And so check this out. And what we do know, guys, I'm going to look at the charts here and we're actually we're going to look at the difference because it's a good point. And let's go max. So the finals fell off a cliff, right? They hit 242K at peak. And within a month, they had dipped to about 100. And then they averaged, I would say they average, you know, 20 to 30,000. And there were times, man, where shit dipped to 17, 18, 15, 16, 18. It kind of always hovered between like 18 to I would say 30. But actually, as of October, which is funny, as soon as Arc Raiders comes out, starts to dip even more. In my opinion, the finals is a great game, but these numbers aren't sustainable either. It's for its age plus Embark, fans are going with Arc Raiders. It's still strong. Yeah, a shit ton of people buy skins in the finals. That is true. The finals cosmetics are great, and a shit ton of people I do know bought. And yeah, the updates are consistent. We have yet to see that for High Guard because I mean, fuck me, it just came out, right? But the thing is the finals dipped from 250,000 to, you know, an average of 20. High Guard dips from 100 to, you know, averaging 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 6, 7, 4. This isn't sustainable for a live service title. All games fall off like this, though, not this fast. Not, you see this number, you see this line, never this fast. That number dipped from 97,000 down to 11,000 in a day. Never this fast. Don't think it was a noticeable. Could look at High Guard's 5v5 update. I think the 5v5 update dropped in the 7th, right? Yeah, I think that's what it was, just like, and then the 5v5 came out and was like, okay, let's take a look. And I don't think it maintained. I mean, yeah. Did look at the finals and they seem to be right around 20K sustainable. I think what we're going to find with the finals in the near future, and this is a prediction, I think the seasons are going to be less and less in terms of content. So, and honestly, I'd have to go back and compare them to see, but I guarantee you that the content rollout is going to switch for this game probably after season 10. I just want to try it out of curiosity, but not actually keep playing. Oh, 100%. Sorry for the ping. No, you're good. You're good. I think arena shooters are still viable, but it can't be too traditional or the only thing the game offers. I think a lot of gamers now are getting tired of spawn die, spawn die, spawn die, and work for and have nothing to work for. That's my opinion. That's just kind of what I see. That's the conversation. And if we look at the stats, I think that's just what I keep seeing. Finals is a good game. Just bought Transients finally. Enjoy the bones and the effort of it being your first game. Yo, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. I tweeted about a review I saw on it this morning. I thought that was so funny. Never liked the game mode or the TTK of the finals, but it had some cool mechanics. I liked the finals. Still fun. It's one of those games that for me just doesn't have the sticking power, but it's good to like every 6 months or so jump back in, shooty pew pews, and that's about it. I like the game. It's a solid game. I don't know. I want to play and do something more with my time, you know? The spawn die is just okay. We have a release date for Dreamworld, LOL, March 10th. Oh, really? We also got this trailer that I want to watch. I was going to watch it this morning, but I want to pull it up here. Carl Casey with his dope beat music. All right, let's take a look here. So this is 83's new trailer. Bro, what quality level is this? This is 1440p? There's no way. Yeah, that looks better. So, this game's going to be, there's going to be a demo released during the Steam PvP Fest. I'm not going to lie, dude. I was really, really excited for this game. I played it in December there, or November, and I told them, like, you guys need to delay the release because it was going to go to early access. And to their credit, they did. But holy shit. It just doesn't look good for me right now. Yeah. Hey, Big Fry, you a fellow Arkansas? Dude, I'm Canadian as they come, brother. That shot right there tells me everything I need to know. You can see the player struggling to aim at that person after sprint. His gun goes like, oh, very, very weird. It's just gonna be another one in the books, nothing unique. Yeah, I was up on 83 after they bought the IP back and stuff like that, but after playing it, I don't see a vision for it that's gonna have any sort of staying power. I really don't. And maybe they made some changes over the past few months that, you know. Yeah, I think, who said that? Who said that in chat? Hold on. Joe. Yeah, Joe. Unfortunately, the time came and went for this game. Wardogs is taking its lunch money. Yeah, I think a game like this is, it's in the past a little bit too much. And it's one of those things where how much money was spent on buying the IP back? How much money spent in development? Are they going to be able to make their money back and sustain it? Like, it's just, for me, I don't want to get invested in these kind of games anymore when I have a feeling that it's just going to, you know, die. You know what I mean? Big Fry, do you plan on making more games in the future, and what genre interests you the most to make? I want to make an idler game. I want to make an idler game that, like, just, like, sits on your side monitor. You know what I mean? Dude, fuck the FPS space, you know what I mean? Let's get a fucking idle game being made, you know what I mean? How about Horizon Hunters Gathering, bro? We talked about it on the last show. Ugh. Fucking yikes, bro. Saw your Road to Vostok video. I'm hyped too. I've been playing the final early build. Yeah, I didn't want to touch the final build. I want to just wait for the game to come out at this point. Fry should make an uwu idle game. Yeah. No, I don't. Explain, please, dude. Okay, imagine this. Imagine you just have a game that, like, just sits on your side monitor that you can just play all the time. You're browsing Twitter. Idle game. Right? You're browsing Twitter. You got something going on the side. You're watching fucking YouTube. You got something going on the side. Enjoy the band, buddy. Wait, what did he say? I didn't even see that. Rip Ronies. Yeah, let's just make an idle tycoon game or something, you know what I mean? That's what I want to tackle. Twitter itself is an idle game. Yeah, exactly. Old school RuneScape, right? Gave you the try that tap loot game I invited you to? No. Invite me to it again. We have breaking news from Build a Rocket Boy in MindsEye. Leslie Benzie is going on leave. I imagine that'll probably go towards him leaving soon. Wait, what? Did that actually happen? Did this just get announced? Oh. Can Build a Rocket Boy save itself as the company installs monitoring software to root out saboteurs while attempting a reset for troubled debut MindsEye? Insiders tell of long-running problems. The latest twist in the MindsEye story came last week when staff discovered the company had installed surveillance software in their PCs. Yeah, this is nuts. In a statement provided to GamesIndustry.biz, Build a Rocket Boy spokesperson said, sadly, we do have evidence that there has been a coordinated campaign to purposefully and maliciously damage Build a Rocket Boy's reputation. In an email following the all hands, Gerhard told staff that co-CEO Leslie Benzies, who recently denied allegations of sexual assault after being named by an unidentified person in the recently released Epstein files, was on a well-earned temporary leave to recharge after more than a year of working around the clock. Oh, okay. So he's just chilling. Mark Gerhard is taking the company over as this. Okay, well this is two different things though. This is where I'm a little confused. He's on a well-earned temporary leave to recharge after more than a year of working around the clock. A well-earned temporary leave is much different than the CEO being on leave and somebody else taking over the company as CEO in the interim. He has our deepest gratitude, and with the leadership team and your support, I will guide us forward before signing off as CEO. What? A well-earned temporary leave gets replaced? Yeah, something's up. Following release, I mostly saw confusion. Most people were expecting a better reception, one former worker said. As time passed, reality sank in. MindsEye had flopped, and people started coming to terms with the fact that the game they spent years working so hard on had fallen completely flat. Another ex-member of staff added, honestly, I've never seen hope dashed like that. 2 weeks later, at the end of June, the studio announced significant redundancies. It's over. Former employees describe an atmosphere of toxic positivity from the top brass. Staff were told that the title was set to receive a positive reception. One former worker thought that the game would manage 5 or 6 out of 10 at best. Couldn't be due to the fact that he diddled some kid. Hey, I'm not saying alleged. Allegedly, his name did get brought up on the recently released Epstein files that your guys' government told you didn't fucking exist. Allegedly, he was allegedly some shit was going on in those files that your government told you didn't exist. They did exist. People walked out with binders. How is game devs so full of toxic positivity? Where does this shit come from? It comes from a pussified generation, is what it is. And people that were told that everything they do is fucking special, okay? And people that were told that there's no such thing as failure, there's just lessons, right? And I'll be honest, I don't like that talk either, because it's kind of true in the sense of like, you can look at a failure and take lessons from it, or you can look at failure and let yourself get beat up by it. Right? And a lot of these people don't like getting beat up by the truth. Nobody does. It's human nature. Your generation, mister. No. Here's the difference. It is my generation, but I grew up in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Saskatchewan, Canada. Okay? Where we were fucking taught. Look, I'm the fat kid in school, okay? And I'm going to track and field. And I'm getting dead last in everything but the high jump because I was taller than some teachers, okay? I'm not winning the 100-yard dash. I'm getting the little shitty green fucking ribbon. While this little prick is getting reds all over. All right? And you just learn to deal. That's life. You're good at certain things and you're bad at others. You know? Like, that's just how we were taught. In today's day and age, everybody gets a trophy. And so everybody's so like toxic positive about it. And here's the thing, when you're working on something, you're I don't want to say you're blinded by it, but yeah, I mean, there's some people that like you're working on something and you're proud of it, obviously, and you're putting your everything into it, and you maybe don't see the other side of the coin. It happens all the time. Yeah, fatties. Yeah, I was good at hockey in gym class as goalie. 100%, dude. Yeah, man. No, honestly, track and field as a kid, bro. You know what? I was getting number one. It wasn't the 100-yard dashes or whatever the fuck. It was the long jump, because I'm tall. It was long jump and the fucking one where you got to hop over the bar and land on the mat. What is it? Just a high jump, bro? I fucking dog walked kids on high jump. It's so hard not to look at your own game with rose-tinted glasses. It is. And I get it. Like, I get it. I think it's the same with anything. It's like, for me, it's when you're a parent and you're looking at your own kid, and my kid couldn't do that. You know, my kid couldn't. No, my kid's a good kid. My kid couldn't do that. You don't want to believe that something that you created or something that is a major part of your life might have some flaws to it. You know? And I just think that if people were, I think if developers and not only developers, but the actual higher ups were just more conscious of that, right? I mean, dude, there were times, you know, during our development where we were really excited about some things. And then when we kind of just like played it, take a look at it, and it's like, I don't know if people are going to jive with that, or yeah. And like, you just kind of have to be realistic, and you have to, the thing about these higher ups is they don't play video games. They don't play games because they, honestly, they don't have fucking time to, and they weren't brought up in that world. So they have no fucking clue. You want to talk about out of touch? They have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. You know? No idea what they're talking about. I miss dodgeball that made people cry. I love dodgeball. I was a fatty and was awful at basketball. I was actually really good at basketball because I was tall, right? Boom. Tall, right? Boom. Dunk on him. I couldn't dunk, but went to cross country and got skinny and third in state, now fat again. Dude, yeah, anything that required any sort of height, I was good. Anything that required any sort of stamina, brother, I was fucked. And it just is what it is. You're good at certain things, you're not at others. Yo, Bob, what's up, dude? Thank you. It just is what it is. I can't believe, yeah, he's on a leave, and they just like replaced him with this dude who's like putting cease and desist in Discord. That's fucking crazy. That's interesting news. Yeah, that was just literally like 30 minutes ago that came out. One developer interviewed by Games Industry Biz. I don't think Build a Rocket Boy survives this crisis. I believe the end is coming, and it's not heralded by saboteurs, but by Mark and Leslie themselves. Yeah, I think it's over. I think that tells me it's over. Could be related to the previous topic. Have you heard about PlaySafe ID? What do you think about it? I don't know what that is. PlaySafe ID. That sounds fucked. That just sounds like something you don't want to get involved in. Big Fry was the Canadian Shaq for real, for sure, bro. I was a fatty too when we started playing rugby in school. Man, things change. I love rugby. My God, people really condense it to barb. I hate it. When you lose, you lose. No second place. If you're not first, you're last. Yeah, no, it's a different way of thinking, you know? You know, we were just talking about Nexon here. I had another article that I want to pull up. We have to get it translated, though. So what we now know, I don't know if you guys are looking into this or not. So Nexon is the company that is working on the Starcraft shooter. So we knew that Blizzard had a Starcraft, I believe, yeah, first and third person shooting can be reborn. Nexon has reportedly begun full-scale development of a new game utilizing the Starcraft IP. Expectations are growing that combining Nexon's strengths in the shooter genre with Starcraft's expansive worldview will create a mega project that will shake up the global gaming market. As soon as I read that, I have zero hope. According to industry sources, on the 2nd, Nexon signed a content development agreement with Blizzard Entertainment, the developers of StarCraft, Warcraft, and Diablo, last year to collaborate on content related to StarCraft. I don't know how I feel about this because I thought it was going to be Blizzard working on it, but apparently they're outsourcing it to Nexon, which I think, like, it could be good. It could be good. I was about to yawn there and cough at the same time. That was weird. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Like, we know Nexon is obviously the publisher for everything Embark is doing. But now hear me out. Get Embark to make a StarCraft third-person shooter. Huh? Guys. I would come. I would. Dude, Embark working on a StarCraft shooter would be fucking nuts. It could be one of two of Embark's other projects. That would be crazy. Maybe. Because what was the last game that Nexon actually made? Like, I know Nexon's big time publisher, whatever. But what was the last thing they actually worked on? Riker, thank you for the 11 months, dude. Appreciate you coming in and resubbing. 11 months, brother. You're a month away from the big old 1 year sub club. Reskinned Arc Raiders, maybe. Gonna be mobile gacha. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Industry insiders are paying close attention. Nexon possesses a wide spectrum of expertise, from genre-bending experimental endeavors like Dave the Diver to large-scale online game operations. Dude, did Nexon make Dave the Diver? What? Dave the Diver was made by Mint Rocket. Yeah, they published Arc. Yeah, so does that mean that Mint Rocket is published by Nexon? Like the same as the finals, right? Or Embark, I should say. Like, so... Bro, I actually think... I think that's what this is. They had the first Ascendant. I think you're right. First Descendant. But did they develop it? Or did they just publish it? Oh, yeah. The first Ascendant was developed by Nexon. Okay. So that was probably the last game they developed. Nexon Games Co. Let's see here. Lists. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, they got Naquan. That's coming out. Okay, so they're they're developing Naquan, and then Vindictus, Defying Fate. Dude, I have a friend that is so into the Vindictus MMO. Huh. Dude, this Naquan is another one that interests me. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but... The Day After. This looks like if Resident Evil and The Day Before had a baby. And it was dropped on mobile. Zero impact. I will say some of the environments look really hot. They look good. Yeah, it does look cool, but it also looks kind of shit. It looks cool, but it also looks kind of shit. The Starcraft shooter is getting revealed. Yeah, BlizzCon probably, right? Yeah. Dude, I'd like to go to BlizzCon. That'd be cool. Yeah, something smells off about it. Be cooler 10 years ago, yeah. Knock one. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, these are the people that are going to be delivering us a StarCraft third-person shooter, apparently. And knock one. What established franchises go full Arc Raiders clone first? I'm guessing Division 3. What do you mean? Like open world, like an Arc Raiders? Yeah, I think Division would be kind of. I mean, Division is. I mean, I wouldn't say kind of like that. It's different. This is the first tweet I see. Restrict my balls with your mouth, Discord. Fuck that, man. This might legitimately kill that app. This slow creep of policing the internet, the end of anonymity, has to be fought against. There is zero excuse for this. If Discord goes through with this, users should seriously consider privacy-first alternatives instead of normalizing biometric surveillance. Did you guys see that fucking... that Ring commercial at the Super Bowl?
One post. And the
yeah, here.
But every year, pets are family.
Hold on. Here it is. Watch this bullshit.
Pets are family. But every year, 10 million go missing. And the way we look for them hasn't changed in years. Until now. One post of a dog's photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras looking for a match. Search Party from Ring uses AI to help families find lost dogs. Since launch, more than a dog a day has been reunited with their family. Be a hero in your neighborhood with Search Party. Available to everyone for free right now. Join the neighborhood at ring.com.
Rings his...
Won't anybody think of the dogs? Children and dogs. Can you like think of a little girl lost her dog? Look at her. Guys, look at that face. Get yourself a Ring camera so that we can just constantly tap into your Ring doorbells and surveil your property. Come on. Yeah, 2020. Would you think of grandma? Come on. Yeah, think of grandma. Guys, would you think of the children and their fucking dogs? I found my dad because of my Ring camera. He was drunk on the porch again. Yeah, right. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Every year, 10 million go missing. And the way we look for them hasn't changed in years.
It's all bullshit. Like, we're being... The propaganda is at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high. What are we doing?
Till now. One post of a dog's photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras looking for a match. Search party from Ring uses AI.
So does that mean that anybody can start a search party? And then it uses AI to track to see if the dog's there? First off, how stupid is this? First off, how dumb is this? So this only works if a dog happens to be sitting in front of somebody's house. Right? Cannibals and pedos telling you to get a camera in your front door to track your kids and dogs is crazy. Right. Yeah. You're right. It's not dumb. It's testing for humans down the road. 100% it is. Obviously it is. Yeah.
To help families find lost dogs. Since launch,
they're developing an AI that can track the dog. Do you think they're not developing the AI, or probably already have the AI that's just going to be able to track your every move from when you leave your house? What are we doing? You would have to assume every single household has a Ring camera, and most of them, and the dog happens to be in front of their house and not off in a forest somewhere or in their backyard, right? No, but that's what I'm saying. This is the dumbest like implementation of the propaganda. It's like they couldn't think of anything else, and they didn't have a lot of time. So it's like, well, what about like, I don't know, we got to appeal to like people love animals. More and more people they can't afford to have kids, so they're usually turning to like pets. So we should appeal to that. You know what I mean?
More than a dog a day has been reunited with their family. Be a hero in your neighborhood with Search Party. Available to everyone for free right now.
And everyone with Ring is forced to opt in. I didn't know that. Well, but that like, yeah, it's fucking wild.
Join the neighborhood at ring.com.
Rings.
Yeah, fuck yourself, man. What are people saying? This is a big problem disguised as a solution. Yeah. They didn't even try to hide it. They straight up called that shit Search Party. This is not for dogs. Canceled my Ring subscription last month. So if you have a doorbell, if you have a Ring doorbell and you cancel a subscription, can you use it anymore? Don't forget, Ring is now partnered with the Flock camera systems. This means they can track your peaceful anti-war bumper sticker and your dog Fido. Raise awareness about lost dogs is hilariously screwed. They're advertising a surveillance state. That's so funny. It will go off, just no recordings. Oh, okay. Does it work? Like, because I think with Ring, you can like access the camera from your phone. If you don't have that sub, you can't, it's basically just a doorbell at that point. The way I see it, when they start to send video and alerts to a police department for you, if someone is trying to rob you, or if it catches something going on around your house, it makes me feel less safe. Yeah, no, it's fucking wild. Yo, what up, Frosty? How you doing? How is set today? Live feed should still be accessible without subscription, if I recall correctly. I've never had a ring camera. I don't know what they're like. My parents, this is probably like 5 or 6 years ago. They got me not a Ring camera, but it's like another doorbell with like a camera. I can't remember what brand it was. And the thing was fucking dog shit. It was so ass. You'd be sitting there, and if you like, let's say you ordered something, you'd check the camera and there'd be nothing there. And then the doorbell would ring and the camera would be on like an 8 fucking minute delay. It was just dog shit. So I literally pulled it out almost instantly. It was just fucking dog water. I was very adamant about not using Ring. I think the whole thing is fucked. And like, that was like, I had that thing before, you know, the world took a shit in 2020, but on the way home today, finally. So you're done then? You're done? I seen people hack into them and creeps talk to you. Yeah, no, I'm okay. When I want to find my dog, I just call the local 3-letter agency to peep my camera, and they drone strike my dog instead. Dude, it was wild. We had a dog show up at our house. We were just getting ready to leave, and this dog's coming down the street. It's a big like golden retriever. It was so cute. And usually, yeah, small town, right? We pet the dog, blah, blah, blah. We're like walking around and we're like, I think this dog belongs to this house. So we go and knock on the door. And she comes out. She's like, no, I think this dog is to this house around the corner. There's two houses I think this dog belongs to. So we're like, okay, well, we'll just go for a walk and, you know, take it for a walk and then bring it home. And we run into a cop. A cop's down the street doing something else. And, you know, we're just like chatting, and we let them know that like this dog is lost and we're just trying to find the house. They would not let us like take the dog to the house. We walk around the corner. The cop follows us. I go and knock on the one door. It's not hers. So we know it's the other one. Cop would not. Literally right across the street. No, we'll take it from here. We had to like load the dog up into the vehicle, and then they drove it to the the shelter. And it's like, could I not just go ring the doorbell? It's literally right over there. The problem would have been if it's not that house, then it's somebody's, right? But it was very strange. That dog did not make it out alive. Yeah, I never found out what happened to that dog. Yeah, but this is fucked. Oh, why not just put a tracker on the dog's collar? Because they won't have the real desired effect from this. Yeah, don't a lot of people chip their dogs? Isn't that a thing people do? I found a runaway dog in my backyard last weekend. I posted him on Facebook and watched for someone searching for him. Found his owners in an hour, and he was back home. Yeah, now we have like there's like lost pets and stuff on Facebook. Everybody posts like, what are we talking about? It's all propaganda bullshit, man. I hate Twitch times 2. Welcome in. Good to see you. I'm sure officer can't stop you knocking on doors. At least the dog was safe. I mean, sure. I got a free bag of Lay's incoming. Free bag of Lay's? Well, aren't you lucky? Another excuse to get your face data. That was loud. I'm sorry. What's the big gaming news? Well, we've gone through a few things today. Wardog hitting 100K wish list. Discord destroying their own fucking application. You know, the typical stuff. We watched the 83 reveal. We talked about some Build a Rocket Boy news. Nexon is reportedly working on the Starcraft shooter IP. The big news for me, though, I announced at the beginning of the show, is that I'm engaged. Got engaged. Been dating my woman for 5 years. And we got engaged. So that's huge. Got her nice little ring. Did you say 83 reveal? Their PvP Fest gameplay trailer. It happened. Yes, Lady Wags, we're official. It's official now. We had to send her ring away to get sized proper, but yeah. So she doesn't have her ring yet. She doesn't really want to like show and talk about it, but the ring is gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, you saw the ring. The ring's gorgeous. She's super happy. So yeah, super huge. Fuzz and I are getting married sometime. I don't know what we're doing, but I know it's going to be an unorthodox wedding, we'll say. I don't think we're going to be doing the traditional thing, but no, I appreciate you guys, man. The last thing I wanted to talk about today, or at least had on the docket, was I got turned on to this game on Twitter, and I haven't watched the trailer yet. I don't even know if this is going to look good, but it's this game's apparently releasing on March 12th, 2026. It's called Replaced. Indie game as far as I'm aware. Live stream the wedding, right? Published by Thunderful. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this game. It's supposed to be like a 2.5D cyberpunk, like neo-noir type game. Ooh, that's pretty. Holy shit. But apparently on the 11th, a demo is coming for this game. This is beautiful. I love the use of like focal length changes on the camera to like blur and unblur the backgrounds and shit. Very cinematic, actually. Oh, that looks great. Oh, are you serious? That shot is hot. Bro, I'm telling you, this low pixel or like low poly, like retro pixel style, man, looks gorgeous. That's a wallpaper, right? Like, that looks so cool. Replaced. Yeah, it looks quality. So March 12th, 2026, a demo is coming this week. That looks incredible, actually. A future rebuilt, a fate rewritten. That to me looks like, okay, so dive into the world of Replaced with the official release date trailer, a cinematic glimpse into the atmospheric dystopian future of Phoenix City, where every frame is handcrafted in stunning 2.5D pixel art. Here's the store page. An AI trapped in a human body set in an alternate 1980s America. Oh, dude, this is right up my alley. Controller support. I wonder if it's going to be Steam Deck compatible, because this looks like something I would play on the Steam Deck for sure. It looks very, very good. Fry, will you be covering Ormod? I might. I'm waiting for it to like release Ormod. I don't know. They have a lot of features, but there's something about the game that I'm getting a really gut feeling that it's not going to be that good. The guys are nice. They've reached out. I just got to wait and see. There's something about it. I'm not excited about it. So I don't want to make a video going like, cause I don't know. I don't quite know what it is that's got me all bothered about it. So I don't want to make a video talking about it without having a concrete, point to make. So I've just been kind of avoiding it, but I've had a lot of people ask me about it, but I just don't know. Fry, Menace dropped. We looked at Menace, did we not? Oh yeah, it did drop, didn't it? Menace. We've looked at this game before. Why don't I remember what this is all of a sudden? Oh yeah, right. That's right. Yeah, turn-based tactics. That's right. Yeah, we were looking at these games, right? This was in comparison to Warhounds, and we said this one looked a lot better, right? Need to bring you some internal Scavlan tests if you're interested. I am. Yes, I was actually thinking about that because you guys are releasing soon, right?
should have never come here.
And by the way, shout out to Lucas. Now that yeah, Lucas, you just brought up a good point. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this game. I played the demo. No, wait, did I play the demo? No, I'm thinking of a completely different game. I'm thinking of a Zero Syvert. This game gives me massive Zero Syvert vibes, but Lucas is the developer of Scavland. Check this out. Have you guys ever heard of this? Middle of the year, adding some extra features. Good call. Take the extra time. I think you guys are going to kill it. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Scavland, but jump from a team of 3 to 15. That's crazy. Demo is way behind already. Need to share with you the partnership that I got. Well, dude, jump on stream right now. Let's talk about it. Stalker 2D. Yeah, essentially. So you're saying what we're seeing here is even out of date at this point? I mean, jumping from 3 to 15 is crazy. On my radar now, Zero Syvert fell off for me. Me too, I will say. But yeah, Q2 2026 coming to early access. Yeah, and it's. I mean, even this is looking pretty good. If you're saying this is outdated, then holy shit, this looks like it'd be a 6 Steam Deck game. I hope it is. I don't know if it's going to be. It fucking better be, because yeah, this would be great Steam Deck. Did I just see something? A local co-op mode is something we're excited to explore. The idea is to allow players to team up and survive together. If you guys brought co-op to this game, dude, Fuzz and I would play the fucking shit out of this. It will. We're doing all the UI UX compatible. Good. If you guys can get co-op in there, I'll play the fuck out of it. Do you feel obligated to order a big fry anytime you order fast food? I mean, look at me. Do I look obligated to? No. Do I look like I am? Brother, yes. Have you seen the new TeamSpeak UI? There's also some weird stuff. I don't agree with that. They do. I haven't. How can I do? Is there images? Can I see the new TeamSpeak UI? Wait, Tropics, you put something in the React channel. Let me see here. Cargo Hunters. Let's look at this. A single-player co-op extraction shooter where you control a humanoid robot scavenging the remains of humanity on an abandoned dystopian Earth. This is the kind of art style I would want to go for a next title if we pursue it. Very retro. Maybe not just like this, but retro as fuck though. Yeah, this looks kind of cool. I don't know if I'm vibing with the like the character model playing as robots, but it's cool. fact that you can cut them apart, though, and take their pieces is crazy. That's actually sick. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. I kind of fuck with that concept. All right, they might win me over. Order of Meta coming soon. There's a demo available. Literally a demo available as of today. We're so proud to make our first demo available. That's cool. Shit, I might play that for the channel. Is it a multiplayer demo? It must be. That's cool. This has some vibe and soul, though. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure I vibe with the character models. They just look weird to me. But I like that you can at least customize the shit out of them. That's super cool. I dig it. Says single player co-op. It's weird that this just says single player. Oh, you guys can't see that. That just says single player. Extraction. Oh, PvE co-op. Oh, so there's no PvP. Third person extraction PvE co-op. You know, this reminds me of? It reminds me of like a retro version. And I don't know if it's just the size of the backpack on the character. It reminds me of a retro version of the Forever Winter. How is the Forever Winter doing? People were super up on Forever Winter. 56%. People were super like bullish on the Forever Winter. Let me go to the recent reviews. They sold a lot. After sinking about 25 hours into the game, post 25 updates and a few hours in the now gone demo, it's a unique beast in the extraction shooter genre. Art style straight fire. It's got its quirks. Okay. Great art design and story. Horrible design decisions. Just not fun anymore. How many hours? 61 hours in that one. Damn. Game is very interesting concept. The world itself is very awesome, but the game doesn't live up to the art, and it's just a generic shooter where it feels like you're shooting Nerf darts. 252 people in game according to Steam. Peak was close to 13K. Forever Winter was nice until they shifted to just releasing skins with huge sweater puppies. Yeah, this is the Forever Winter. Yeah, that's one thing. The last time I looked into it, I thought it was very, very interesting. I've been in the game long enough to remember when people freaked out at Ark Survival Evolved for dropping cosmetics, like microtransactions. During early access, people freaked the fuck out. They were just like, you're not even finished the game yet, and you're already stuffing the game with microtransactions, blah, blah, blah. I find it funny that it seems like people are okay now with that, with this. All three of these have very positive reviews. That's interesting. Some of my boys played it for a couple hours and then never touched it again. Yeah, no, that's fair. I got gifted a membership and I wasn't even here. That's crazy. Well, welcome in, brother. It's good to see you. They still haven't fixed the sausage hands floating on guns. I'm never going to try it again. I made an exclusive video for the Patreon where I went back and played it. This was, what was that, October, guys? You know. I went back and played it. And, yeah, it's still a game that exists. Funny, it's sitting at mixed now. The reviews are going down. This game is terrible. Very impressive what the developers in Forever Winter achieved. It was at first an indie game by a small developer group. I will say it's super cool, and something that is going to way more appeals to me at this point is they're doing the comic book with Dark Horse. I think that's pretty cool. board game. All major studios are doing this. I don't even know what the fuck. I'm not reading all that. I ain't reading all that shit. There's your toxic positivity. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, dude. You want to talk about... This game was the definition of toxic positivity. Undeserved glaze. This game was the definition of toxic positivity. Straight up. Fry, did you check the last flag? The last flag. Hide your flag, find the enemy flag, run it back, and then defend for a minute to win it. Welcome to the last flag. A fast-paced 5v5 shooter with show-stopping contestants set in a televised competition where strategy, teamwork, and chaos blend in the ultimate game of capture the flag. Okay.
Meanwhile, beneath the blue team's base.
All right, team. Huddle up. Next game starting. So here's the plan. Peter, you're on flag duty. Remember, you can hide it anywhere. So get creative. Jig?
Got it. Oh, sorry, CG.
Parker, you're on intel. Keep that bird in the sky. Scope radar towers A and B. We'll lock them down and get scanning for the red team flag. Then we unleash our secret weapon.
The red team's listening.
And how do you know that? Sue. Do your thing and sneak past enemy lines to find that red flag. Kick it butt along the way.
Easy. We'll see you.
Camilla. Now, once we have the flag, use that teleport gun of yours to shoot the flag carrier towards home base. Because you know they'll be riding out bumper.
Wait, what?
Stick to this brilliantly devised plan. We got this in the bag. Let's boogie. Wait, why do you still have that? You only got 4 seconds left. Bingo. All right, team. New plan.
Just wing it.
Seriously?
Cringy characters, but the actual game mechanics seem pretty cool. I like that every character has. Now I'd have to play it, but it seems like every character has an ability that directly ties to the gameplay mechanic itself. Open beta just came out today. Interesting. That doesn't look too bad, actually. I thought I had an unskippable ad for a moment. Yeah, I mean, I like the concept of it. I'm not sure if I vibe with the aesthetic. Actually, that's a lie. I actually like that it has kind of this retro VHS style thing, even in these kind of colors and stuff. I like this. The characters and the quirkiness. It's just like, I'm over it, man. You know, I'm over it, and I hate being like that. As soon as I see it, I just don't care. You know, I'm tired of it. It's Radical Heights maxing. Yeah, it's Radical Heights maxing. It's fucking High Guard maxing. It's fucking Concord maxing. I'm just over it. You know, it just turns me off completely. But the concept does actually look cool.
Get in there!
Get in I'm in jail! I'm in jail!
Welcome to Last Flag, the ultimate game of capture the flag. First, hide your team's flag anywhere on your side of the map. Battle it out to capture radar towers and clear sections of the map where the enemy flag is not hidden. Find the enemy flag, run it back to your team's base, and defend it for a minute to win it.
Running out of time. Let's go in here.
Wait, I'm in a pit. Where am I?
Make up your mind.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh yeah, this is Oh no, up here. Oh,
Wait, okay, all right.
Oh my god, it's so close.
Oh my god,
Everybody is down here.
Yeah, they're on their way. They're right down.
They're in front. We'll just
I see the light carrier.
steal.
I got him down pretty low. He's almost dead. He's down.
they're taking me.
They're taking it, yeah.
Hey, I got you, buddy. Get in there. Get in there. Oh my God! I found it.
Whatever sound they're playing during that gameplay is fucking annoying.
Yes, Trenton, do it.
I don't understand the Radical Heights comparison slash hate.
How embarrassing.
I liked Radical Heights.
Count them.
I really liked Radical Heights. The internet didn't.
Yeah.
Count them back.
That game was just a worse H1 in my opinion. It was a fun game, but like you knew it was dead on arrival. And it was weird because didn't they put that out and then like shut down days later or some shit? That was the Lawbreaker studio, right?
Let's flag and go.
Need your help, sir.
PUBG Blind Spot isn't doing too hot, eh? I haven't played it yet, but probably. Let's look at the Steam numbers for PUBG Blind Spot. Probably shit. Actually, you know, it's better than I thought it was going to be honest. But yeah, not doing too hot. 24-hour peak, 3,200. I literally thought it was going to be like triple digit, like maybe 300 players. Lawbreakers didn't deserve to die. I thought you played it already. I played the demo, but I haven't played like the release of it yet. I was going to play it on Friday, but I ended up playing WoW instead.
Breaching. Ready to breach the wall.
Welcome to Blind Spot. Oh, actually, let's make that
Okay, now hold on a second. I want to show you. I want to show you guys why this doesn't work.
PUBG Blind Spot. It's a 5v5 PvP game from a top-down view. But watch your step. Into the darkness lies the blind spot. You can't see them, but they can see you. Danger is literally around every spot. Plant the bomb, defend the site. Haven't I played this a million times before? Well, hold that thought, because this is where we change the rules. Pick a route and let's break in.
This actually looks kind of fun. The demo was fun. Here's what I don't understand. Where was that here? Why does every single one of these games, let me see him pull it up. Did I break the player?
Danger is literally around every spot. Plant the bomb. But he game from a top down. It's a 5v5.
Right here, right here. Why does every single game have to lean into these crazy, quirky, over-the-top characters? Like, why? Why? Like, this is the worst thing about modern gaming, in my opinion. I don't get it.
5v.
Why? You know, you see like Wardogs, it's, dude, 100,000 wish lists in 3 days. You can see where the market is. You can see it. You know, it's a Korean thing in this case, but it's for brand recognition. Is it? I don't even know. Like, the whole idea of also calling it PUBG Blind Spot when it has nothing to do with PUBG at all. It's literally for brand recognition because people know PUBG, but it's just stupid to me. Because the modern audience, yeah, but then they don't. The modern audience doesn't play these. The modern audience will play Valorant, Apex Legends. That's it. They got them. It's really weird because for whatever reason, Marvel Rivals works. It's not for whatever reason. The reason why Marvel Rivals works and gets away with it is because Marvel is an established franchise that has been around for like 100 years, right? If you want to talk about PUBG, what does this have to do with PUBG? You know? What does this guy have to do with PUBG? maybe I haven't played PUBG in a while, but I'm confused as to what this has to even do with PUBG and why did they feel like they needed to go this route with it? It's just a weird design, right? But yeah, fuck what the internet says. Marvel, yeah. Rivals has the Marvel IP, but also game fun. It is getting to the point where the balance is getting out of hand. Yeah, all those games are going to run into it. PUBG does look like this now, to be fair. Does it? I mean, maybe it does now. Maybe I'm completely out of touch with what PUBG has now. Have you checked out Ascendant? Yes. Yeah. Ascendant. There's so much I want to say about Ascendant. Yeah. I've played Ascendant. I have played Ascendant multiple times throughout the last 4 years maybe. Say it, Fry. Yeah. Let me pull it up. There's so much I want to say about Ascendant. And it's, can I say that? I can't say that yet. I'm going to play the trailer for Ascendant. Oh, do they have a demo? Oh, wow. Wait, is Steam Next Fest going on right now? Because everybody's dropping demos today. Am I just disconnected with it? Everybody's dropping demos today. Is the PvP Fest on right now? Okay. So I'm gonna play Ascendant. I'm gonna play the Ascendant trailer, and I want to know your guys' thoughts.
Double kill, triple quad kill.
Nobody calls me chicken.
Great Scott!
Say hello to my little friend.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Abstract them. Grab it.
Welcome to the party now.
It's like capture the flag on steroids.
So, okay. I played this game multiple times. I played this game back when it was white box, where they didn't have any of this old school 80s aesthetic or anything like that. And it was ass back then. Packboy, thank you for the 8 months, brother. Appreciate you coming back. Good to see you. I want to know what your thoughts are on Ascendant. I played it back then. So how the game mode works is you have 3 teams. You kill monsters. Honestly, it's kind of a little bit like High Guard in a way. You kill monsters and do things around the map to go to a point. You grab a circle or a cube or whatever, and then you got to extract it back to your base. So it's like a delayed kind of attack and defend. There's capture the flag elements in the same realm as High Guard, right? And the game just never felt good to play as an FPS. It has some of the worst FPS feel that I played in years, and it always has, and it feels like it always will. I played it when it was white box multiple times, and there are moments of oh man, that was crazy. Other than that, you play it for an hour, and you're gonna get pretty much everything you're gonna get out of the game. And so just recently they were reaching out to creators, and they reached out to Wags, Sir Wags, who's a homie, a friend of the channel. And he invited Fuzz and I to jump in. He was doing a stream, and we played it again. And this is the most recent up until now, I guess. And it felt so bad. And after about an hour, he was streaming. We were all just yep, okay. Yep, it's a thing that exists. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and I never want to put that energy out in the world. Ascendant is going to be one of those games that releases and is going to have a small Twitch following for about a week. And then it's a flash in the pan gone. And that flash in the pan isn't even going to be that big. It's not going to even see High Guard levels of peak. at like the 97,000. It's going to probably peak at, 2,500, dip to a couple hundred and go. They've been working on it for so long. And don't get me wrong, they've done a lot of work in the overall aesthetic and the branding and stuff. But as soon as I saw the branding and the just the way the game looks, I already know what's going to happen. On top of the fact that I don't think the FPS mechanics are even that fun. It doesn't feel good to get kills. It feels chunky. The time to kill was always off. There's vehicle driving that felt like shit. There's just everything about it is just, it's not a good game. But again, it has stuff like this, gun customization and shit. It just doesn't matter. It's just one of those games that you play it and you're just like, okay. So yeah, and it sucks because like I've spoken with the devs in the past. They're good people. They are, but it's just one of those things where it's just another, in my opinion, waste. It's a waste. And it sucks. Every time Ascendant gets brought up and I see somebody like ask me about it, or, one of the content creators I follow or are friends with are playing it, I'm just like, it always ends the same way. Like when I remember Riot was playing it for a while, and even he kind of like, he likes it, but you can tell it still doesn't resonate with him. It's going to be the same thing when it comes out, and even more so. Gamers are very quick to not give games a chance. And I think this is going to be one of those ones where the people will play for an hour and then just uninstall it. Which sucks because they've been developing it for years, but it is what it is. Well, the open beta's out. So the open beta dropped. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be streaming on Wednesday. That's going to give it two days. And we're going to see where the actual open beta, I'm going to make a note of this because I actually want to follow up with it. That's my prediction. I could be wrong. I feel like the vibe and the aesthetic is already going to throw a lot of people off, but I actually feel like the core game itself is just not a good foundation for an FPS. Ascendant, I'm going to say check player numbers on demo on Wednesday. We're going to take a look at that. I'm going to follow up. Any real player would instantly tell them it's not going to work. And we did. And like, I remember the first time they asked us to stream it, like way back again, it was
Welcome
White Box.
to Ascendant. The world.
I gave them feedback back then. I was just like and back then the performance was really bad too, which I will say they have made strides on the performance side of things. But I said like the guns don't feel really good to shoot. The moment to moment gameplay, the time to kill is very weird. And everything just feels very, I think at the time it was like very floaty and almost like you were shooting Nerf guns and there was no impact. There was no like, oh man, I just got that kill. There was none of that. And I told them that back then and nothing really changed. Outside of they just kept like, it's like they keep adding layers of paint to it. Make it look a little better, then the demo comes out. Make it look a little better, then the demo comes out. But the actual game, download the demo and play it, see if it improved at all. I just played this game like a month and a half ago. Nothing's improved from a feel perspective. The performance has gotten better. But yeah, no. I don't understand why so many devs put time to make another Overwatch clone. It's like something new. Yeah, no. So like I said, I've had the distinct, I don't want to say pleasure, but I've had the distinct opportunities to follow this game from White Box to where it's at least up until about a month and a half ago. And it just wasn't fun. I think they're starting to do some promotion and, allegedly, I just turned it down. Also, why don't we see any military FPS from AA or AAA studios anymore? Most games are either hero shooters or something completely. I'm saying, man, this is kind of what I'm talking about, right? This is why one of the big points of today's stream that I brought up, dude, I really hope this game goes well because holy fucking shit. But we have this 100,000 wish lists in just 3 days for Wardogs, right? We talked about it earlier. So the question is, why do we consistently keep seeing these And I don't know what their wish list numbers are at. I'm sure we could actually find out. Hold on. Steam DB most game global top wish listed games. So let's see here. So let's see. Okay, and then I want to go here. Yeah, so check this out. So Ascendant has been in development, been doing demos, been doing promotions, been asking for streamers to cover it for years. I'm talking years, dude. 751 on the top wish listed games. 751 after, dude, I think the first time I tried it was 2022, maybe 2021. So they've been trying to grow this audience for years, right? Wardogs in 3 days shoots up to 415. So almost double on the list in 3 days. That tells me we don't even know what the game is going to be like. We don't know if it's going to play well. We have no fucking idea. But the actual vibe, aesthetic, and tone, this tells me that there's something about these kind of fucking games. Because Wardogs is the first independent game of its type really to come out since Gray Zone World War III. It's in that weird gray area. What do you mean gray area? But the first independent game of its type, really. I feel like there's more to it. I feel like seeing this number in 3 days, granted, they do their marketing very well. They reached out to a lot of different content creators in the shooter space for sure. But it's like, I feel like the market for a game like this, with this visual style, with this vibe, with this tone, is much more appealing. But yet we have all these games that just keep coming out that look the same. Independent, higher budget, realistic, tactical FPS. Insurgency Sandstorm never really took off, which kind of sealed the deal. Insurgency Sandstorm never really took off. What does that mean? What do you mean by because we're talking about two different things here. Because Insurgency Sandstorm sold 500,000 copies in its first month of being out in 2018. Now, what do you mean by didn't take off? Are you talking about player numbers or are you talking about financial success? Insurgency Sandstorm at the time was one of the most successful, like Frosty's saying, like independent, higher budget, realistic, tactical FPS. Insurgency Sandstorm was like the top end. By understand, I mean, they know most PC console players are men, women, children, mostly play games, phones, some do, but most adult men own gaming PCs and consoles. Well, and I also think that they underestimate how many, like, I'm just going to say, like, female gamers are going to play games that are fun regardless of the aesthetic. You know, like you talk about like the whole conversation now is how like World of Warcraft has shifted to become more feminized or Disney-ified or whatever. There was a lot of females that played fucking Warcraft back in the day, right? They like, I don't know. Insurgency Sandstorm was a success. Of course, every game will die at one point. Yeah, I'm confused on what that means. Yo, Devilish, what's up, dude? Give me 1 sec, y'all. Give me 1 sec. Devilish. Devilish, why are you on Twitter talking shit? Why are you on Twitter talking shit to me? Why you do that? Mostly phone games, I'd say. What are we talking about? There ain't a lot of female players. No, there is. There is. Is that your Discord pinging? Yeah. because it's open on my other PC. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Why the fuck is my Discord going off? Did my Discord just change my settings? Notifications, enable desktop. Shut the fuck up. Oh, my streamer mode's turned off. That's why. Fucking Christ. Fixed it, my bad. That's what Twitter is for. Dude, motherfucker. When people love all aspects of it, the only path is to become a skin shop and fix bugs and debalancing. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I think a lot of women just like different hobbies or like games, Sims, Candy Crush, etc. You'll find very few women playing games, which most men do, but there's an exception. I don't know. Maybe. Sorry, guys. That's on me. And gamers will say dead game to games that have 15K players after years of being out. People don't understand the market. Wait, what? Verdant Voxel. Let me get caught up here. I want to... Every publisher chases Fortnite numbers, not Arma numbers. Yeah, I can agree with that. Sure. What's your favorite Bad Bunny song, Fry? Yeah, I don't know a single song by that guy. He did the halftime show, right? At the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know a single song by him, but I know he was in wrestling at one point, right? He was like a wrestler, like a celebrity wrestler who was making the GOW show. What the fuck is that? Gears of War. Bad Bunny was so ass. Yeah, I don't know anything about him. The Super Bowl, yeah. I also didn't watch the Super Bowl. I'm not really into NFL. Nobody knows this Bad Bunny. He's an industry plant. Like I said, I know he was a part of wrestling. It was a little bit before I came back to start watching. I was a fan of him 2018 to 2022. His most recent album, I don't really fuck with as much. He's the guy that like everybody kept saying that he like hates America, right? Am I crazy? Fry, when is the God of War? Lonely. I don't know what that means. Hey, Fry, when is the God of War? Huh? What? What does that mean? That's incorrect. There was a study done about 5 years ago that showed that women gamers were about 11% less than the guy gamers who took the same survey of 500K people. Surveys can be skewed any which way. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Not sure how that compares to worldwide, but here in the States, it's a lot closer in numbers. I don't know what you guys are even talking about. He's asking about the God of War show that's coming out. Oh. What about it? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Bad Bunny is an industry plant. Y'all don't get no bitches. I'm not sure. I don't listen to him, but what's your thoughts on the show? I don't know. Is it going to be Fallout or is it going to be Halo? You know, it's kind of where I'm at. Is it going to be Fallout? Or is it going to be Rings of Power? Is it going to be Fallout? Or is it going to be any other fucking video game adaptation ever? You know? I don't know. What, you know, what it remains to be seen. What is this? Amazon and Sony have confirmed that Callum Vincent, who the fuck is that? Oh, he's a kid. Okay, never mind. Will play Kratos' son Atreus in the upcoming live-action God of War show. Okay. I don't know who that is. I don't know if he's a good actor. Looks the part, though. Much rests on subtlety here. Atreus requires patience more than spectacle to ring true. That's a bot. That kid has the exact look in the wide eyes, youthful intensity, the potential for that mix of innocence and growing rage we need for young Atreus. Those are bots. Yeah, I don't know who this is, so. Me and the missus started season 2 of Fallout last night. Great show, man. Fantastic show, dude. It's so good. What games are you playing in your spare time? Looking for something to play now, but nothing got me hooked right now. I've been playing Deadlock. and World of Warcraft. Deadlock and World of Warcraft. Those are my two right now. Same director, Last of Us for God of War show. Is that true? Wait, same director of The Last of Us is making the God of War show? Didn't they come out and say that that same guy is also working on the Baldur's Gate 3 show? We need to get you hooked back in Red Dead Redemption. I need to finish it. I know I do. I'll probably finish it this week. It is being made by Ronald D. Moore, Battlestar Galactica for All Mankind. So it's different. So it's not the same person who made Last of Us is working on God of War. Are you telling me chat was lying? My wife has never played or read the Fallout lore before, but dude, she's hooked on the show. It's a great show. You also play WoW? Brother. Classic all day, baby. Fuck are we talking about? Big Fry, any tats? No. I've never been a tattoo guy. It's one of those things where, A, I fucking hate needles. And B, I don't know what I would get. It's permanent, and for me, it's got to mean something. But I don't know what I would get. Stop these video game show adaptations. Wrong. Stop making bad ones. Wrong. Stop making bad ones. And also start getting people that head these shows that actually understand the lore and why the fans like those fucking games. Like that's really what it comes down to. I've never been a tattoo guy either, but I was really considering the Eli mask. I want to do that. Yeah, I want to do that. I would like to do that. Lower back butterfly. Dude, nice little tramp stamp above the ass crack. Yes, dude. Put a little target there. So anyways, yeah, no, I definitely want to, I want to do something transients related if I do get a tattoo. Just created a night elf. Let's go. Hell yeah. Are you, what server are you on, random? Yeah, no, I don't know. I think that there's so many. Here's what I don't want though. So like this God of War show, right? So they're casting for Atreus, they're casting for Kratos. Are they just going to tell the stories of the games, or is it going to be something else? Like, I don't want a show that just is exactly like the games, you know? So like if you take the Last of Us show, I would have loved to not follow Joel and Ellie, because now people are just going to make direct comparisons to the game, and you're fighting a losing battle, right? I would want, well, I mean, take the Fallout show, right? It's, you know, there's a lot of aspects, but it's not following the same characters. Halo, I'd prefer to not follow Master Chief. Maybe that's me. I don't know. I know you have to have your iconic characters like that sometimes, but Fry, are you going to check out the new OHD update? No, I'm never playing that fucking game again. Are you still beefing with Drake? No, I'm not beefing with Blue Drake. I'm just never playing that piece of shit game again. I'm just not doing it. There's no point in me playing it. There's nothing I can say that would make that situation fixed. So, game shows should extend the lore and add the universe. I agree, 100%. Yeah, that's essentially what I'm trying to say. Yeah. If they did a Halo ODST show, they might have a hit. Absolutely, they would. Are you kidding me? Fuck yeah. Them taking off Master Chief's helmet was criminal. Boycotted that shit. Makes no sense. Baldur's Gate as well. Yeah, so they're apparently following the characters from Baldur's Gate. Why would you want to do that? I was talking to Sir Wags about it, and he said, you know, Baldur's Gate has so many different endings. If you do this, you are now creating one canon ending for Baldur's Gate 3. Why would you want to do that? Let's just not do that. Just follow different characters and make it take place at the same time, to where the things that are happening in Baldur's Gate 3 directly are impacting the characters that are in the show. That would be really cool. Because then you get the fan throwbacks of like the people who were there and played the games and they understand the references. That's cool. And then they'll go and write about it. Like, fuck, man. What are we doing here? Dream Scythe, okay. Romeo is a dead man on your radar. I feel like I know what that game is. Romeo is a dead man. Okay, hold on. Maybe not. Paint the screen red and travel across the cosmos in this bloodstained action-adventure game. Witness the latest from Grasshopper Manufacturer. Oh, it comes out this week. What is this?
Previously on Romeo.
By the way, I've seen Romeo as a dead man get thrown in my chat like 100 fucking times in the last like 5 minutes.
Romeo is a dead man. Allow me to explain. It's gonna get a bit long, so bear with me now. Romeo Stargazer, a sheriff's deputy living in a quiet little town, is the hero of our story.
Hi, Coco.
One evening,
How are you?
He finds Juliet, a woman who has lost her memory, lying in the road. Despite her super dodgy name, it's love at first sight for Romeo. They meet up at a diner every night.
Apparently, this is a game called Romeo is a Dead Man.
Eventually, Juliet persuades him to elope with her, and Romeo decides to leave town. Convenient
I'm good,
for
just
a
working. How's work today?
Sway him just a little too easily. What a simple-minded boy. Nothing good is going to come out of messing with a woman you found lying in the road. But then, on the day they were set to elope, it wasn't Juliet who showed up at Romeo's house, but a white devil. The white devil attacks Romeo, tearing him to pieces and leaving him to die. Using the hyper-technology of genius scientist / Romeo's grandfather, Professor Benjamin, Romeo's life is saved. That's right, he becomes a dead man who lives. Romeo was reborn as Dead Man. Well, let's just start the game from here.
Okay, I learned nothing about what the game is. Let me see here. Release date trailer? Okay, let's see.
My name is Dead Man.
It's got a very big old school feel.
And I are the same.
What the fuck? A cool concept. Not my type of game, but
I think my consciousness is making me do it.
You're still waiting?
Yeah.
Dead man?
I have to sign some documents.
Am I supposed to understand what you're talking
True
about?
Doom's sweating right now. I'm
Look
saying.
at the time. I'll be waiting over there.
This looks like a, what did you say, a PS3 game? I think that's by design, though. Yeah, no, not my thing, but, you know, cool. Persona 5, but shootery? Yeah, it's very, very much, Persona coded for sure. Gooner shooter? Yeah, True Doom is fucking coming right now. Yeah, no, not my thing. Too many cuts, my head. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. We are performing scheduled maintenance beginning on Tuesday, February 10th at 7 a.m. This is somewhat weebs watch an anime or the protagonist's story looks like. Yeah. Good for epileptics, true. Suda51 who did Lollipop Chainsaw. Okay. Got you. Got you. What happened to Mugdang 2 Hearts? Well, I think the studio's shutting down, right? Isn't that what the story foretold? I tell y'all what, I've been enjoying the hell out of Burning Crusade Classic. If Konami wanted to make money, they need to partner up with Kojima and let him use the Metal Gear IP. That would be crazy. Y'all better put some respect on Suda51 name in this chat. I don't know who that is. I'm not a big anime guy though. Like I'm slowly getting into it. We're currently watching Sakamoto Days, trying to finish that up. And then I really want to dive into the Cyberpunk anime. I watched the first couple episodes of it a long time ago and it was really good. What's your favorite game, Concord or the day before? I would play the day before 10 out of 10 times over Concord. Sakamoto Days was fun and wholesome. It's okay. I'm starting to fall out of it a little bit. I just kind of want to get it done, if I'm being honest. It's all right. Sakamoto Days is gas. I just like that Matthew Mercer is the main character. Mr. Sakamoto. There's a new MMORPG releasing in Q3 of 26, Scars of Honor. Scars of Honor, they follow me on Twitter. I've been following their progress for a long time. I don't know. You think Riot MMO could change the genre? I'm excited to see what they're cooking. But no, not really. Oh, I'm in defensive stance. I think, yeah, Riot's MMO needs to be good. Because if it's not, that's going to be the final nail, in my opinion. Ooh, there's a ore under the water. I've just been on a Professions run. By the way, as an RTS dev, do you like RTS games? I've never really been into RTS games. I like the idea of games like Company of Heroes, but I just don't really enjoy playing them. I do want to give a chance to, and I don't think they're RTSs, but I do want to give a chance to like the new like Dawn of War 40K, and then the Total War 40K. I just like that it's an anime you don't have to take seriously. Yeah, exactly. Dude, we just throw it on while we're having supper or whatever. Yeah, Sakamoto Days is like super chill. I know this is old, but this game is pretty, to be fair. Clean, nice music. I've seen barely any WoW gameplay ever. Yeah, so the one thing that I loved about old World of Warcraft is just the idea of the adventure of it all and the scale of it all. And everything about the actions, everything about the music, the presentation of it is just, it can't be beat. You know? I hope Riot fails. They copy everything. Those devs deserve nothing. Brother, you sound like a reasonable human being. I hope Riot fails. They copy everything. Those devs deserve nothing. League of Legends, copy of Dota. Valorant, copy of CS. Now they're trying to copy MMOs. What MMO do you think they're copying? I think you're... Let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you this before I say what I was going to say. Anonymous 88-Z9G, totally not a bot. How many hours do you have in either League or Valorant? How many hours did you used to play League? You should check out Beyond All Reason if you ever give an RTS a chance. It can handle up to 30k units at once. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds intimidating as fuck. Was Fable. That was a pretty good anime. My favorites are Cowboy Bebop. I do want to... I've heard a lot of like modern sci-fi is inspired by Cowboy Bebop. And so I've heard a lot. The new Intergalactic that's coming out, apparently heavily inspired by it. So I do actually want to give Cowboy Bebop a try. Because you know what I find? Some of the most angriest people when it comes to like video games or IPs or devs are gamers that have like way more hours than most. League 0 minutes, Valorant an hour. I did play Valorant, but I know it isn't direct copy, but the gunplay is the same with abilities. Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think that World of Warcraft is a copy of other MMOs? I guess would be the question. Because realistically, how this works is World of Warcraft came out because the developers were fans of EverQuest. And wait, where do I get the handful of oats? Oh, are they just on the ground? I thought I had to kill harvest golems for something. So the Blizzard developers were fans of EverQuest, and they wanted to take their own crack at making an MMO because they liked MMOs. It was a newer genre, and they wanted to utilize the Warcraft license and the Warcraft universe to make that game. Did they copy EverQuest? Yeah, probably in some areas, sure. But do you think that maybe they just made a better version of it? The beauty of inspiration? Yeah. This is the same genre of game as X, therefore it's a copy. Yeah, it's ridiculous that, like, while I think what you're saying is completely dumb, there's a lot of people who think like that. I think Valorant definitely took some inspiration from Counter-Strike. I think Valorant is also its own game, and I think they have their own market, they have their own community, and it's one of the most popular shooters on the market, so why are we mad? Yeah, Call of Duty copied Medal of Honor, yeah, right? Like, matter of fact, Vince Zampella left EA to go make Infinity Ward to make Call of Duty. Like, it was a legitimate competitor. Nobody bitches about that. I do know a lot of games where you have to stand still and shoot, like CS and Valorant. I can agree with that. I can agree. That's why I don't play Valorant. I don't think CS is a matter of standing still, because I just P90 rush around corners. Don't care. Full send. Okay, now I gotta find handfuls of oats, and I thought they were pick-upables. Around all the farms in Westfall, if you can steer clear of those horrific machines. So yeah, there must be pickups. Maybe all of these got cleared out already. And then farmhouse at the pumpkin farm to the west. The pumpkin farm to the west. That's got to be over here. Yeah, it's over there. Okay. All right. Try Deadlock. I love Deadlock. Deadlock is probably one of my favorite games that I've been playing out right now. And the thing is dude, there's no progression, there's no skins, there's nothing to play for, and it's still a game that I just want to play every single day. It's so much fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's the sacks of oats. Okay. Ooh, I don't think I can that's River Pond Knolls. I don't think I can actually grab that one. This is gonna be tough. Oh yeah, right. And the Defias are in here. Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. I gotta be able to fight both of these fellas. And I'm already getting fucking rocked. I think I might die. Don't Don't you dare run, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, this is fucking brutal. Playing a warrior in Classic sucks. I remember when people was calling Deadlock a clone of Overwatch. I remember when people were calling Deadlock a TF2 clone, or people saying that that Valve should have just made TF2 better instead of focusing resources on. Look, gamers yap. That's all it is. Let me pull this up here. The thing is, I didn't play World of Warcraft, but the thing is, Riot copies things because they are greedy. On the other hand, World of Warcraft seems to be inspired from other MMOs to make a better game. Well, how do you decide the difference? I'm not saying if you inspire from a game to make the same game, that is the problem. But most Riot games are just average games. They are neither amazing or good. They are just okay. Valorant has 4.9 or 5 million daily players. Like, you might think they're okay, and that's fine. But, like, I don't know, man. It seems like you're kind of mad about it when, in reality, it just, you know, don't play it. It sounds like personal preferences. It is. You know, when we talk about, like, Concord or Highguard or whatever, the main problem that we have in it is the fact that these games keep coming out and they don't have player bases, you know? So the studios just shut down and die, so it just keeps making no sense to us. Whereas, like, if you look at fucking Valorant, I think you'd have a point if Valorant wasn't one of the most popular shooters on the planet. I think you have a point if League of Legends isn't the most popular MOBA on planet Earth, you know? So I guess I'm just a little confused, you know? It's like if somebody's pissed off that World of Warcraft copied EverQuest. And it's like, that might be true, sure. But it's clear as day to me that World of Warcraft is better than EverQuest. At least in you know, features, streamline, the quality, the presentation, everything about it when it came out. I'm not saying retail, but I'm saying when it came out, like, I think you'd have a point, but I don't know, man. I'm waiting on John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, and I sure hope they copy Left 4 Dead. It's a great game. That game is going to be written off by so many gamers, and it's unfortunate. Because I know what people are going to say. It's going to be the typical, this game is uninspired, this game is soulless, but man, it is a fun title. I hope the gamers give that one a fair shake, but I don't think they will. Of course, many mobile games also have a lot of player base too. Doesn't mean it is good. Cancer also grows fast too. Doesn't mean it's good for your body. We've had this conversation actually. Some people responded to my podcast about shit. Don't you run away, you son of a bitch. That argument is fucking dumb. I'm just gonna say they are just soulless. I'm gonna say that your argument is dumb. Somebody used the thing of like Call of Duty has more players than most games. That must mean that Call of Duty is a good shooter. If you were to ask the average person, yo, Astro, take care, man. I will, brother. Appreciate you, man. If you were to ask the average person what game they play on their PS5, what do you think they're going to say? Madden, FIFA, Call of Duty. Okay? If you were to ask the average person or the average MOBA player, what game do you think they're going to play? It's going to be League of Legends. I would argue they say Fortnite. Fortnite's a good one. Yeah. Fortnite's also a really good point, right? Fortnite has so many players because it's good. Right? Because it's good. It's a good game. I don't like it. I actually like is Metaverse and I hate it. I hate it. The crossovers are ass like and kids will say Roblox. I hate Roblox. But I'm not going to also sit here and say Roblox is ass because I don't like it. It's one of those things like you're mad at Valorant or you're mad at fucking Riot because they copied other games. Did you ever think that maybe their games actually resonate with a massive audience? Oh man, did everybody leave? Oh man. Oh, somebody came in and cleared them out. I don't know, man. Like I said, when we're talking about like Highguard and fucking Concord and all these games, they clearly resonate with nobody. or a very small player base that isn't enough to sustain them. And that's why the gamers are like, why do we keep making these games? Because clearly nobody's asking for them, but we keep getting them, right? That's a different conversation altogether. But like, to be mad at Riot for copying games when their games are literally some of the most popular on the planet is weird. Just strange. Where the fuck are these sacks of oats, man? You know, that's why I laugh at the Rainbow Six conversation too. Like, we can have that conversation where like games have changed over time and they aren't like they used to. I feel the same way with World of Warcraft. That's why I play Classic. Yeah, give me my sack of oat, bitch. That's why I play Classic. I like playing retail when new expansions come out. But what I like about World of Warcraft is the sense of adventure, the sense of community, and the feeling that everything I'm doing actually matters. It's a slower progression. That's why I stick with Classic. I'm also an old head, you know. But I think I would also be the same, you know, with a game like Rainbow Six. If they dropped a Rainbow Six vanilla servers and you could queue up and just play Rainbow Six Siege vanilla, guarantee I would be playing there. But I'm not going to sit here and like be pissed off. Like, I don't know. I don't know, brother. In the end of the day, they're part of a bigger problem. Okay, well, now you're talking about something totally different. Brother, you're all over the place. Microtransactions has made gaming for profitable, but it also made games quality worse and soulless. I don't think microtransactions directly related to games being soulless. I don't think so at all. I don't think those two things, I mean, maybe it's one of those, like, what is it? Correlation doesn't cause causation or whatever the fuck. Correlation is not causation. I think you're right. The shift in focus for studios over time has been on the business and less about the game. And I can agree with that. And I think microtransactions are a cosm of that. Some of the best games we played as kids have microtransactions. Give me an example, Red. I want to go over here, but those motherfuckers, that's a full camp. I don't think I can take that on my own. The problem with playing a warrior in Classic, and this was my first character I ever played, so I wanted to make a warrior again. You have, the only thing you have to like keep yourself sustained is health potions. Modern Warfare 2, 2007, Halo 3, Gears of War. It's true. Gears had microtransactions. And like, I don't know, do you consider expansions as microtransactions? Because I remember when Gears of War introduced weapon skins for the first time. It came to my mind that Jeff lost his father and his house and decided, fuck it, I'll announce Highguard. Well, that's sad. Where are these sacks of oats, bro? Maybe there's some over here. I can't get close to that camp over there. I'll die. If you have to pay for them and didn't come included in the game, yes, I do. Okay, no, that's fine. I agree with you. Still love Jeff. What I'll say is, I think Jeff has the love of the game. I think Jeff has the love of the game. I think Jeff is involved in the same circles that promote toxic positivity and that no game should die or no game should do wrong or all that bullshit. So I think Jeff misread the market. I think Jeff misread, and I think Jeff is a little bit out of touch with where the conversation is going with modern gamers. Does that make sense? And so I don't think he had bad intentions. I don't. But I do think that people like Jeff need to start reading the room. So when does my paladin start slinging more meat than a slaughterhouse? Right now, I feel like I'm getting spanked. Dude, welcome to Classic. So the big point of World of Warcraft back in the day was they want you to play with friends or they want you to group up to do quests. or, you know, you get a hard quest like going to kill Hog or an Elwyn Forest. They want you to go into general chat, meet up in Goldshire, and try to find somebody that maybe escorts you and go help you do that. Like, that's what it's about. It's an MMO. So yeah, you are gonna feel underpowered for sure. The best thing you guys could do right now, if you're gonna be playing, you know, by yourselves, is, and I did this last night while I was just went on a mining run. I was just getting ore. I was just killing shit on the way. You fight a wolf, you fight a bear, you go kill a boar or two, and you just get the XP. A lot of your XP from Classic comes from killing shit. And so you want to be constantly, like, so I'm doing this quest right now. My XP is going to come from kills. So you want to be grinding that up. And you want to be higher level than the quest you're doing. That's what you got to get to. Yo, Blue, what's up, dude? Looking to get back into SWOTOR or 5M at this point. I just want to play other games at this point. Also, what's up, dude? I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling. Yeah, dude, I've been playing Deadlock. I've been itching for an MMO, and there's no other better MMO than World of Warcraft, and I just have to face that fact. I gotta face that fact. I honestly will be happy forever if only microtransactions is map Let me ask you this, because this is a good question, and I'd like to get people's opinion on it. Do you think we should go back to map packs, expansions, and DLCs if it splits the player base? Let me ask you that. That's a good question. Hold on one sec. Synodon and Jay Boog. Oh, shit. Synodon, 59 months at a tier 3 sub. I had 8K hours in this game pre-Kata, then dumped about another. Yeah, Kata was my peak rating time. But I jumped in Burning Crusade. I've been playing World of Warcraft off and on since 2007. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It is literally in my top 2 favorite games of all time. I appreciate you coming through. Jay Boog with the 18 months. Whoa, you keep R6 out of your fucking mouth. I've been thinking about going back to that too, man. I got the R6 itch. I've been debating. I'm most likely going to be streaming the reveal next weekend for year 11. I'll let you guys know. I play each expansion and that's it, right? That's where I'm at. I come back each expansion and then that's it. And I don't like that because I like the game genuinely. But Josh Drive Hayes' video, man, he really opened my eyes to what I actually liked about it back in the day. It's interesting. Yo, hold on one sec. I got to move this over here. We got a hype train going off on Twitch. I got to make sure I don't miss anything. Hold up. Packboy gifting 10 subs. God damn, dude. Thank you so much. If you guys are over on Twitch and you got gifted a sub, shout out to Packboy for that, bro. That's big money. Thank you so much. That is super generous of you, man. You did not need to do that. Absolute fucking legends in the chat today. Hold up. Been playing since AV release. Love WoW. It's crazy. That's a long time. Yes, but I think the base game should be 50 so that the price doesn't go too high because of premium. There were so many maps in older Battlefield, like 33 maps with base. See, I disagree. I disagree. Most Battlefield games with no premium model never even reached 30 maps. Oh, I agree with that. I think we should go back to expansions. But I think that's over. So the problem is, and I'm just going to be completely real. Let's talk real for a second. Gaming is a very cheap hobby when you compare it to other things and how spiky they can be. If you compare it to things like Magic, fucking Warhammer, they can get expensive really, really fast. Whereas with gaming, there's so many experiences now that you can just play for free. And over the last 15 years, we have watched the transition to a free-to-play market, and it's completely skewed people's perceptions of value. of products in the gaming space. We can never go back, right? Valiant Mike, thank you for the sub on Twitch. Yo, Twitch is going crazy today. Thank you guys. We can never go back. Most gamers would not pay for an expansion for a game today. For a multiplayer game, most gamers would not pay for a map pack. Or it would be one of the things where if you have a map pack, one person in your friend group has to buy it and then the rest get it for free type shit, right? We'll never go back to that, which is unfortunate because I fully believe in the idea that if developer make content, I give money, buy content. The fuck is this? And that transaction has gone completely to the side. And I don't know why people don't like that now, but again, new generation, that it's ingrained in the newer generation now. We're never going back. I wouldn't, especially in games like COD, a yearly release. Yeah, that's a problem, right? But I'm talking about like a game like Battlefield. A game like Battlefield wasn't a yearly release, right? It wouldn't work in Call of Duty for sure. But a game like Battlefield wasn't a yearly release. A game lasts 3-4 years, and throughout the 3 or 4 years, you spend money on content drops. Maps, a map pack with, call it an expansion, 3 or 4 maps, 2 or 3 guns, and that's that. But the problem is you split the player base, and then people bitch about it. They don't want to spend the money. And I think we're lost. It's the reason why subscription-based MMOs, when it comes to the general like online conversation about it, a lot of gamers don't buy into it. And in my brain, my math goes, I can spend $15, $20 a month on World of Warcraft. And if I'm playing it the way that I play it, you know, and you get 40 hours a month out of it or whatever, the value's there, you know. But a lot of gamers don't like subscription. A lot of gamers just don't want to spend money on games, man.
See you around. Safe travel.
It's just,
farewell.
That's just the truth of it, and we're in that now, and we have to deal with that. These newer games got spoiled by it, and it was an unsustainable model in reality.
What can I do for you?
It's those VC groups that invested in Boom Gaming back in the early to mid 2010s. Yep.
Be careful. Light bless you.
They made these games with inflated budgets and higher polish, released for free with cause. Yep, they ruined it. They ruined gaming. MMO I'm playing right now isn't even an MMO. Love Back to Karkan, yeah. The price needs to be balanced with regional pricing with DLCs. Shareholders only care about quick return on investment. They don't care about the product. They don't. But here's what I will say. Nor should they. It's one of those things where if I'm a shareholder and I'm putting up, if I'm investing in your company and I'm putting, you know, $1 million into it or whatever, just use $1 million. Yeah, of course I want my fucking money back. And of course I want to keep making money on my money. Like, why the fuck? But the problem is these people are coming into the space not understanding what gamers actually want and how they can make the best money. Because in my opinion, quick returns on investments are great, but if you have a player base that is fucking loyal and will buy everything as long as they feel like they're not getting fucked, that's the best money. But we don't have that. The new generation don't care about that. They see shiny new thing, they want shiny new thing.
You need something? Safe travel.
They've been taught that shiny new thing needs to buy shiny new thing.
Have a good one.
I don't know. And I'm guilty of that sometimes too, man. Sometimes I like spending money on a skin that I like. Sometimes, very rarely. But if I fuck with the game enough, and if it's a free-to-play game especially, you have to play WoW with a subscription. Yeah, so World of Warcraft right now, and actually this almost got fuzz, which is kind of crazy. So if you go to Battle.net right now, I'm going to pull it up. So Battle.net did a really cheeky fucking thing. Let me pull this up. So if you go to Battle.net, you have this new bundle, which this was so fucking cheeky, bro. This was put out right before the game came out. They have yeah, right here. They have this Outland pack, this epic pack with mounts and fucking skins, and you get game time, and you get cool companions, and look at this one. Holy fuck. You don't have to buy these to play the game. And Fuzz, who is World of Warcraft out of her brain, thought that because this is how it used to be. If you wanted to play Burning Crusade Classic, you had to buy it. Now, this is just an upgrade and with a bunch of cool things. So she thought she had to spend $50 to play this. No, you just have to get the subscription. They're a little cheeky about it. All right, those quests are done. Gore-Tusk Liver. Oh, right, the Killing Fields. I remember this fucking quest. So yeah, $20 a month. Canadian, I should say. I don't know what the price is in US, but you spend $15, $20 a month, whatever it is, and you get access to Classic, Burning Crusade Classic, Wrath of the Lich King Classic, Cataclysm Classic, all of those, and you get access to retail. I think you might have to purchase the latest expansion for retail. I could be wrong on that. The amount of content and game that you get for your subscription on World of Warcraft is insanity. But a lot of people look at it and go, a subscription fee? I'm not paying monthly to play a game. And I get it when you use that and compare it to like Xbox Game Pass. I can pay monthly and get access to 100 million games. You know, $16 a month after taxes. So it's so strange. Everybody always goes to the $1 an hour thing. If I can get $1 per hour, then the game was worth it. So if I can put 16 hours a month into World of Warcraft, that should be worth it. Let me /play just this character. Bro, I got 10 hours on this character alone. Just roaming, playing with the buds, and fucking doing professions. You know? Yeah, Packboy gave out a shit ton of subs over on Twitch. Valiant Mike subscribing as well. Welcome in. You guys are fucking legends. The generosity today has been insane, guys. Thank you. Oh, Lord. But yeah, this whole Discord scenario, I don't know what's going to happen there. Because it's going to be one of those things where I think Discord is just going to get worse. I think we're on that path now. Oh, I might be fucked. I think... Oh, yeah, I'm fucked. I think we're on that path now where Discord's just going to consistently get worse. But Discord is kind of like where YouTube is at now. Just YouTube it. Just hop in Discord. Like it's a part of the language. And that's going to be tough to overcome, you know? I need to do more research on it. Yeah, Flo, I really want to find out who owns Root. The path to enshittification. We're on it. And like it's clear as day. Look around. Get a charge off here. It's clear as day. Look around. And you'll see what's up. The new TeamSpeak GUI is sick. Okay, I gotta see this. We were saying that earlier. Let me run over to the road here and look at it. They really all follow the same path. Everything does. The second you have money and the second you get massive, you're on the road to getting fucked. Can I just see like a video of it? I don't want to download TeamSpeak, to be honest. It's called TeamSpeak 3, right?
With all the Discord doom posting going around, I realized
This was
that
8
we,
months ago.
as society and internet dwellers need to return to the glory days of TeamSpeak. Because it turns out they finally had an update. You can share.
Whoa!
Had an update.
Hello.
You can share your screen. There's audio, finally, and 60 frames per second. So with that, I'm going to figure out, can TeamSpeak compete with Discord? Now, my first impression so far, looking at this tweet, is that things are looking pretty good. I remember TeamSpeak looking like this.
Yeah, oh, dude, yes. So many nights just raiding in TeamSpeak. Oh, beautiful.
But now that it has a new coat of paint, people might actually be willing to change to it. And since I've used TeamSpeak like once, I don't have any nostalgia rose-tinted glasses that will make me sugarcoat everything. You're gonna watch me struggle. And the first thing I can tell you is that, holy f, this website looks old. All right, so I downloaded TeamSpeak. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done the unthinkable. I've made an account and I've actually signed in. Now, the first problem that I have is whenever I record anything, I usually like zoom in grandma mode, so it's easier for me to like point things out. I don't know how to zoom in this. Okay, I managed to zoom in. You can see big difference, massive difference. I actually don't think there was much of a difference. I have been recording for 11 minutes and all I have done is logged into TeamSpeak and made it bigger. We're off to a wonderful start. I think the way I'm gonna go through TeamSpeak is I'm going to join a community server first to understand how all the features work. Then I'll look into making my own server because most people on Discord, they just make a server with their friends. They talk to their friends and they join a group call once in a while. All right, so we have the official TeamSpeak community.
Dude, I remember setting up TeamSpeak like permissions back in the day for Arma. Oh my fucking God, dude. It was ridiculous.
Community server. We have European people counter. Let's just join the TeamSpeak server. So I click on it. I just noticed that I'm technically in a call right now, I think, because I'm in the entrance area, which is muted. This is very strange to me. Okay, so I'm in a server, and I think it's at the top left here. Let's see if I try joining another one. Let's join Counter-Strike. Wait, am I in 2 calls at the same time? What the f is going on? All right, so far in terms of user experience, I am completely clueless on what's going on. I think I'm in 2 voice calls at the same time. You can see I'm in here, and then I'm also in the Counter-Strike server in here as well. But you can see I can also, I can unmute maybe? So potentially I could just talk to multiple people. Now, I don't know if it's just my luck.
That's actually really cool. If I can be real, that is really cool. Root is owned by Ashley Allison, a former Obama official and CNN commentator. Interesting. Multiple calls is really interesting.
Or if TeamSpeak was intentionally trying to make me suffer for my sins. But it turns out when you first open up TeamSpeak, it will give you a TeamSpeak tour. I wish I had that instead of spending 45 minutes doing nothing. So it's kind of like Discord. We have servers, we have bookmarks, we have contacts, group chats. I have my profile. But when you join a server, you have an entrance area. It seems like this is the default thing. Unless you join a server, then you automatically join a voice call. It's a little weird. On the right here, we have some sort of information screen talking about file transfer info. Okay, there's a, holy Jesus Christ, they have 4, what is that, petabytes of upload and download. But so far, the thing that I'm probably looking at is the top left here. This admin islands, there's a whole bunch of, okay, these are considered.
Quote, I use the shit out of Teams. I don't remember being in multiple calls at once ever.
Spacers, frequently asked questions. Okay, I kind of fuck with this. This is like Discord server guide a little bit. All right, so I ain't reading all that. Looking at this so far, there's just a whole bunch of channels. We have entrance area, we have public area, there's talking channels, there's a gaming area. Now, the nice thing is that each video game has like its own background.
That is cool. I like
big
that.
Time. If I keep scrolling, there's away zones and there's temporary channels, which I guess these are like.
Okay, my first question is, can I make custom channels with custom images?
Video game has like its own background, which I f with big time. If I keep scrolling, there's away zones and there's temporary channels, which I guess these are like how people make their own channels, which makes sense and will make more sense later because making a server is a challenge. All right, so what can you do on Discord? You can join a voice call. You can chat with people. Let's figure out how to chat with people instead of joining a voice call. So I'm going to click on this. All right, hold on, guys. This is starting to make a little bit more sense to me now. You can see when I clicked on the channel, I now have a chat channel. What if I join like the Apex Legends channel? Let's see. Okay, there's just no messages in here. I don't want to interrupt these people. I'm just going to join and then leave. I guess that's like rude or something. All right, I got nervous and I also couldn't hear anything. Okay, let's go to our audio settings. Oh, it's going through my monitor. No wonder nothing's happening. Okay, let's record a test for a second. Hello, guys. This is me talking on TeamSpeak. I have no idea what I'm doing because I'm old. Hello, guys. This is me talking on TeamSpeak. I have no idea what I'm doing because I'm old. Wait, what the They have comfort noise. You can add synthetic background noise to fill the artificial silence when no one is speaking. This is the most skibbity brain.
Costs money to run communities, apparently. Yeah, it did back in the day too. Yeah, just looking at this, like I don't think it's gonna be. It's not gonna replace Discord.
Let's get into some things that will actually be useful if you're interested in TeamSpeak. The first thing that I saw is that you can create your own channel, which this is important because as you'll see later on when you try making your own server, that's going to be painful. So I feel like most people that will use TeamSpeak, they'll just join one of these community servers and they'll make... I can't even pay attention when I'm trying to hear all this in my ear. Oh, it's because I'm in the Counter-Strike server too. I'm talking to 2 servers at once. Anyways, if I go in here, can I like see people's chats? No, okay. I can't see people's chats. People's chats. Nope. People's chats. Nope. So it turns out...
I wonder if it... Oh.
To see people's chats, you need to be in the call while they're chatting. Didn't know how I didn't realize this, but hey, stupidity shows itself in very clear and obvious ways. Ladies and gentlemen, I've...
Oh. So it has a certain permissions thing? Yeah, to see like chat history.
Come to the conclusion that TeamSpeak is confusing as my friends who know how to use a computer are going to struggle with this. Let's get into some things that will actually be useful if you're interested in TeamSpeak. The first thing that I saw is that you can create your own channel, which this is important because as you'll see later on when you try making your own server, that's going to be painful. So I feel like most people that will use TeamSpeak, they'll just join one of these community servers and they'll make their own private room.
Text chat with TeamSpeak is meant to only be for the people in the call without mics. Yeah, that's lame. That's dead. Like, don't even talk to me then. I don't care. You can have the beautifulest GUI ever. The whole point of Discord is to join a community, see what people are talking about, and jump into conversations, respond to people. Yeah, no. Done. Nope. Discord killed forums single-handedly. They did. There's really no point in forums. I miss forums, bro. I miss being on forums. Apparently Courage is... Wait, I found some stuff on Root. It's founded and run by Jesse Dieterson under the Root Communications. Backed by a small team with experience at major tech companies like Microsoft and Google, the platform focuses on built-in collaboration tools instead of relying on third-party bots. It has raised about $9 million in seed funding from investors, including Headline, Convoy Ventures, and notable gaming and tech figures. Despite still being in... $9 million is not a lot, which actually kind of excites me. Wait, am I not getting Harvest Watcher kills for... Are these not Harvest Watchers? Oh, these are... I gotta kill Harvest Watchers. They must be south. My B. Monthly sub to host a server? Whack. I mean, to be fair, Discord is kind of in that same boat, like, with their server boosts, right? People pay monthly to boost servers to get features. That's how they make their money. All right, Coyote, I'll kill you. Got to look for a specific Discord and then do the digging, which is fine. Just another step. Yeah, okay, here's the Harvest Watchers. I got to kill 20 of these motherfuckers. Oh, I got to get Gore Tusk Snouts as well? Oh, okay. I'd rather just go to Root, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at it. Like I said, I know. Oh God, dude, 2 of these things ganging up on me, I'm fucking dead. I'm actually fucking shocked. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dude, fuck my life, man. Fuck my ass. That Monopoly, yeah, dude. Discord is just convenient. I get it. It's just like X and Blue Sky. People will want to move, but end up staying on the more predatory platform because it's just better and more popular in the end. I think Blue Sky made a move. Like I haven't used Blue Sky, but I think they have a user base, right? Like how many different accounts are on Blue Sky? Yo, Ethic with the, how many? 57 months? Jesus Christ, man. How have you been, man? Good to see you. How are things? Getting carried through dead mines by a 48 Pally right now? Right. Threads tanked hard. Yeah, Threads is ass. Threads was ass. Honestly, I think there needs to be a Discord's Reddit hybrid, open threads with call video capability. Yeah, let's do it. Make millions. Oh, this guy's running as well. Wait, that's an 8-slot bag, dude? Throw that there, brother. Hell yeah. Anyone here have 9 million? Right. Now, for me, like, Discord with proper plugin capability, like an OBS. You know, like one thing I'd like to see, like, you guys know Streamlabs OBS. It's a very closed off system where they do their own microtransactions and you can get themes for your stream, but you have to subscribe to Streamlabs Ultra, blah, blah, blah. And then you have the open source OBS, Open Broadcaster, and you can get plugins for it. You can customize it to your liking. We never got that with Discord. We went from like TeamSpeak and fucking Vent straight to the closed software loop of Discord. It's more user friendly and it's gaming focused. Yep. I agree with you, Lonely. I think it's going to take a lot more. Again, it's a boiling frog in a pot, right? Because eventually Discord's going to keep moving away from what made them special in the first place, and then people are going to look for an alternative. And that's I mean, that's the same with anything. Oh, okay. Yeah, Westfall stew. I gotta kill a bunch of shit around Westfall. Yeah. Goes the way of Skype. Yeah, 100%. I remember Skype. Yeah, I remember using Skype. I didn't really like it, to be honest. I didn't really like Skype. Skype was the first place I ever got my IP leaked, and then DDoS. Jesus. Yeah, I used it at the beginning for doing podcasts and stuff like that, but I never really enjoyed it. Skype was trash. Yeah. It's the same as Teams. I don't know why Teams is such a big fucking thing. Corpses. Those are harvest golems. We just need the watchers, huh? Discord really secured themselves time with video calls and screen share. Yeah. Yeah, like Discord, like I get it. I totally get it. I used to prank call hookers on Skype as a kid. Jesus Christ. It's actually funny. Yeah, because you could like You could like get a fake number from Skype, right? Yeah. I do remember that. Oh, what is that? Yo, E-Jets, 83 months. What's up, dude? Welcome in. How was your weekend, bro? How's the family? How's the kid? How's the wife? How are you? Hype, 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 hype. Thank you, brother. Fuck me. 83 months is crazy. Okay, they're still grabbing the fucking... Are there watchers down here? No, is it just this one field? That's brutal. Yeah, we have, yeah, E-Jets. We're going to make a Discord alternative. And we need you to make the app for it. Weekend good, family good, wife good, kids good. Seahawks won the Super Bowl, so that's lit sauce. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, E-Jets, we're making a Discord alternative, and you're going to be the guy. 100%. My home team, that makes sense. Bro, as if these watchers just spawn in one fucking location. Damn, I got replaced real quick. Yeah, you did, Flo. Because you and me are making idler games for chat. Am I? Yeah, 100%, dude. We're going to pay you in bubblegum. And it's going to be perfect. If you're for real, you can hire my firm because you'll need some horsepower. No, 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 no. The horsepower is in you. China is asking to access your phone storage camera mic contacts. Coffin size, yeah. Yeah, Red will make the logo. I'm the ideas guy, all right? And then we're just going to fucking full send it. What we need to make is a compression algorithm. Has anyone tried Squad lately? It's got my heart and it's all I play, but it's so fucking... I haven't played in a long time. Oh, dude, the music in WoW is fucking incredible. I really hate the spawn rate of these fuckers, though. Good lord. Oh, Red, are you in Westfall right now? Bro, can you fucking hit this guy? I'm gonna die again. Oh my god, bro. I'm not doing any fucking damage. Oh shit. What quest are you on? Me and my friend used Omegle back in the day, and one time we saw this one couple doing sex fantasy. Did it open your eyes a little bit? I'm getting my cock and balls absolutely stomped, right? Well, here's the deal. All right, chat. I'm gonna call it there. I'm on the killing field. Oh, you're on the... Oh, all right, chat. All right. I'm gonna run to my corpse one more time and I'm gonna fucking call it there because I'm gonna go play some World of Warcraft with my friends, all right? Are you planning on making more games or did you just want to make Transients? I, of course, want to make more games. After Transients, everybody's taking a little break and then we're gonna meet up in a couple of months' time. And we're going to see where it goes from there. Guys, I'm going to go play World of Warcraft with my friends. I'm going to chill offline a little bit. Listen, if you're a Patreon supporter, you get, hopefully I can get the fucking video out to you guys today. I was having trouble, exporting it, but the Dean Hall interview should be coming soon. And then, you guys should have it, publicly by the end of the week. Videos, should have one up for you for tomorrow. And then we have, another stream on Wednesday. If you guys enjoy the streams, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as always, you guys know what it is. I appreciate you coming through. Shout out to you guys across YouTube, Twitch, X. Have a great fucking day. And I'll catch you guys live again on Wednesday, all right? Take care.